Welcome to your mom's house.
And we are back. As always, I am joined by my lovely co-host, Christina.
She looks surprised that I'm here.
That's the thing, that we didn't even know you. You just showed up.
Yeah.
And we're like, holy shit.
All right.
Greg Fitzsimmons is here, everybody. His new special, You Know Me, is out on his YouTube channel right now. So make sure you go and check that out. Congratulations on your special.
Let me tell you something. It just came out last night, and it's kind of blowing up.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a lot of nice people promote it, and Ari's podcast, and just that alone, like,
That's
it's
awesome,
off
man.
and running. So I just thank you for having me on, because this is the thing that does it these days. You put out your own special, and then hope for you guys.
No, it's fucking awesome. I've told you this before. I cannot wait to watch it. I have not watched it yet, but I love watching you do stand-up. When I'm in a club, nothing gives me more anxiety than watching someone do stand-up. Except for like people who I know are good.
Yeah.
Like whenever I'm at the Improv or the Mothership and store, and you're just like, someone goes on, I got to leave the room. It's my own anxiety, it's my own insecurities, but then I feel calm when I know somebody who knows what they're doing is up there, and I go, oh, I can watch this. I can relax and enjoy it, and that's how I feel when you're on stage.
Oh, thank you, man.
Well,
that makes me feel good.
You're such a good. I mean, I think about things that I've heard you say you've probably forgotten, like on stage, because like you're such a good comic. So I really can't wait to check it out.
Thanks,
really
man. I appreciate it. And that is funny, that back of the room experience when you watch comics, because, on one hand, I want to know who's new, who's good, that's coming up, you know? And so like the other night I sat with Adam Egan in the back of the Mothership and watched the open mic night.
Yeah.
And I mean, I forgot how much I enjoy that, because that is when you go so deep into the anxiety that it starts to be fun.
Right. But that's because it's so bad, though.
Yeah.
So, like, when it's like notably new, like they're really new, you can kind of enjoy that too. I think it's like there's this transition phase of like they're not new and they're not like super experienced vets.
Yeah.
And like you start to hear, because what actually I think is actually happening, if I'm being very honest about it, is you go, oh, I've done this, or do I do this? Oh, this is terrible. I think I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And you go to that place where it's like, I want to leave the room. And
do you do this? Because I saw a lot of this the other night. Punchlines ending with, and I never came so hard in my life.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah. That's a trick.
Yeah. It's a good trick. Yeah. And then ending every line with dude or bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dude? Don't do that, bitch.
Yeah.
And that just gets a little punch. It's like going, here's the spot where you laugh, everybody.
Yes. Or one time I remember I was with a guy on the road and I watched him and I go, do you know that? And he was like way younger. So I felt comfortable, like, giving him, I go, you're saying everything you say, then you go, what the fuck? What the fuck? I go, you say what the fuck like 40 times in your 15-minute set. I go, those are like substitutes for something else to say.
Yeah.
I go, you can't say what the fuck the whole set.
There was a guy he ended every line with, if he was doing a joke about blow-up dolls, he would say blow-up doll 12 to 15 times in the joke. Just keep saying it. And then he'd do the punchline, and then he'd go, blow-up dolls, y'all.
Yeah.
Like a hashtag almost.
Yeah.
Like a live hashtag.
It's like, and what it is like those, when you're doing that, you're still in the, I'm figuring out how to do it.
Yeah.
But you're not even aware because you're like, well, that got a laugh, so that must be good. And you're like, it's not good. Yeah. You have to get past this. But I think it's actually, I mean, when I told that guy, I could tell he was like, oh shit. But he thanked me. He goes, the next day he was like, I was looking at what I wrote, and he was like, thank you for telling me that.
Dude, that's bold, because I find that I do that with my opener sometimes, and I feel resentment. You really, it's hard to tell people about their act, especially features. If it's an MC, then they're fresh enough where they're still open to it. But a lot of time features have been doing it for 15 years, and they're like kind of going, I should be the headliner. And, this guy just is lucky enough to be. So, but your act, you have no hooks or tricks. You just get up there and communicate. And it's very rare. Like you don't, and your energy is normal. It's almost your hook is that you are so unadorned with bullshit.
Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. That's the thing. I have no idea. You never know really how you're perceived. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's interesting to hear.
No, but I think you like guys like you and Nate Bargatze, like just come out and
just talk.
do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really happy right now with this tour and this hour because I pulled back on the number of dates and it's made it fun again.
Okay.
Like I think I got to the point on the last tour where it was 25 shows in a month.
Yeah.
And like 17 cities, and you just go like it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not. You're not like I'm excited, and like right now the pacing of it makes it that every weekend is fun.
So what do you go out like Thursday to Saturday kind of thing?
Yeah, and I do it like usually 2 to maybe 3 weekends.
That's exactly my schedule.
And so like every time I'm on the way to the venue, I'm excited to go.
And you fly home and you got all day Sunday with the kids, which is the best. Sunday, night. I worship Sundays. I always am on the first flight home on Sunday morning.
Like Joey Diaz says, you know what kind of fucking loser goes out on a Sunday? I'm like, no, I didn't know that. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, man, Jesus Christ told you to take the day off, and he's the guy.
He was telling clubs I don't work Sundays 15 years ago. I'm like, how do you have the juice to do that?
I know.
Like that wasn't an option for me. He's like, you just tell them. I go, yeah, I told them. They're like, yeah, you're doing Sunday.
Yeah.
like they're not.
Yeah, he had big dick energy before he was big. He'd always be like, I fly JetBlue Mint. I'm like, you're headlining a 200-seat room. What are you spending all the money on your flight home?
Flight? Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
He probably sold a brick and then he used that for the flight. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like, how are you doing this?
Yeah. But no, it's it is fun watching new comics too, because you kind of don't want to get left behind, and I feel like I do want to see what styles people are doing now.
That's true.
And I kind of feel like there's certain clubs I go back to, and I feel like if I feel out of touch, like Largo in LA, like if I go there and I don't do well, I go, oh, I'm a dinosaur. I'm not current with.
And then do you like look at do you address everything? Do you start?
I just try to get back to more honest again. I just try to go back to what do I want to say that embarrasses me? Like what's the thing
that's what always works in the kind of like the comedy savvy rooms, right? Like you feel like a fraud in a Largo, or what was the old comic book?
Oh,
show?
Nerdist.
That Nerdist show, I used to love to do that, and all you had to do was be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. If you made fun of yourself in some way at the top, your set would be like, like you're riding a wave. Mm-hmm. It was right, but if you come in with some contrived shit, or if you're like, if you're lashing out. You could only lash out at like a higher power.
Yes.
But you can't just like lash out. That audience will pull back.
And that's the thing I've also found with like, working down, not Austin, because it's not this, it's so, gentrified and there's so many people from other places. But when I go to like El Paso and I start thinking about, oh, I can't do my anti-gun joke or whatever, I go, shut up, pussy.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to do it? Are you going to wait until you're surrounded by people that all agree with you?
Yeah.
This is where you want the pushback. I want somebody to yell at me because of it and then fight it out and have a joke that's strong enough that it's going to work no matter where it goes.
And then you can really, like, you find yourself leaning into it. So every time I do Canada, I was just in Canada, they always have a little, they pull back for notably more on any bit about race, like anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're just more sensitive to it.
Yeah.
It's a more, I don't know if you want to say PC culture, but they just, it's not like, it doesn't feel, that's the part where you're like, Canada is just like doing the States, right? And then you get to certain subjects where you're like, oh no, you could feel it. But what I love about a crowd that does that is that it basically sets you up to test that bit, because then you lean in really hard and you can like make fun of them for their reaction in the moment, and then if the bit is good, it works even better. It creates like this, you pull the pin kind of thing in it.
Or it doesn't.
Or it bombs.
I saw there's this guy named John Tobin who runs the Boston, Laugh Boston. And he said Bill Burr was in town doing the Wilbur Theater. And he goes, can I swing by? Because him and John are all friends. He goes, great, but I just got to let you know, it's a PTA private show. It's all women. And he was at the height of his, housewives think they have the hardest job in the world, and it's the easiest job in the world. And he leans into that, and they are fucking booing, and he's going, hey, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, hey, this is funny. You don't get this? It's fucking, you're proving my point. And he got off stage, and he goes, that was the best feeling I've had in a long time.
Yeah, because you know what it is, like when that does happen, when they go no, and you're doing it, and you're hitting your lines, and they're booing, is it makes you feel dangerous, and that's a rush, because you go like, I've done this, I believe in this, and they're booing, and I'm right.
Yeah.
So you kind of feel like a badass.
And you find those faces that are on your side, and they're allies, and now you're playing just to them.
Yeah.
And it kind of brings me back to the dinner table. Like, I started being, like a lot of us, we started being comedians at the dinner table.
Sure.
And it was always like my sister, she would sit next to me, and I would say shit that was outlandish, it would horrify everybody, and I'd see her like giggling or spitting her milk, and it was all about making Deirdre laugh.
Yeah. That's awesome. It is. It's like it happens at the table first.
Was yours like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I mean, sometimes I would just go for jokes at the table, and it's 3 women, and it was like my mom and my 2 sisters, and they would be upset, and my dad would just go, "Come on, Tommy, just stop." I'd be like, "It's good, right?" He's like, "It's not for them, Tommy."
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah. I was just reading this article about comedy in the New Yorker, and they said that there's this institute in England, which right out of the gate, you got to wonder, doing a study of comedy and like what the greatest joke is of all time. And they got like 40,000 submissions, and people voted. And you want to know what the number 1 joke was?
It's super bland, I'm guessing, or no?
Guy goes to the doctor's office, and the doctor checks him out, and he goes, it's not good. And the guy goes, well, how bad it is? He goes, you don't have a lot of time. And the guy's like, well, how much time do I have? And the doctor goes, 10. And the guy goes, 10 months, 10 weeks. And the doctor goes, 10, 9, 8. That's a good fucking joke.
Yeah. That's a good joke.
Yeah.
That was in England?
That was in England.
I think that it would be a different joke here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no cripples in that joke.
Yeah.
There's no...
Because they'll go dark, and they'll go ironic, and they'll lean into
clever
more.
Yeah. No, you watch British comics like because they all go to that Edinburgh festival, and that's where they develop their act.
Yeah.
And when you're there, you do a month in one theater, and you work on one set, and it's usually very thematic.
Yes.
Like it'll be something really weird, like a guy has his comic book collection from when he was 11, and he does an entire hour about how that relates to Christianity. And you're like, I'm just telling dick jokes about how I fart in front of my wife,
Yes. Yeah.
It's kind of intimidating because some of them are so smart.
I know.
Jimmy Carr.
Yeah. Really smart. Yeah.
That guy is so solid.
Yeah, he is. And his joke writing is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's I don't know, like I also think about with all the shows that Gervais has written, I'm like, man, they're so good.
Yeah.
Like his writing I loved the British Office. That's how
my kids, I can't get them to enjoy it. It's a superior show.
I don't think it's without question. Every time I would meet people here, and they would be like, huh? And I was like, oh yeah, I tapped out of the US one, like, because I was a huge fan of the British one. And it's not that I don't think that Carell or any of these people are talented or fun. I do. But like as a show, that British one it set the table in a way where I was like, oh, I can't. The other one just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, it feels like a serialized version of it. The other one almost felt like it was an event, and then The Office felt like after a while, I mean, just there's too many seasons. The Brits get it right. They do 3 great seasons and they're out. Yeah. Extras, I mean,
so fucking fun.
Dude, when David Bowie is in the bar.
I just watched that clip. Somebody posted on Instagram like this week, and I hadn't seen it since I saw the show live.
Yeah.
And it was like, it induces
Tears.
Yeah.
Kid says, silly little fat man.
Yeah, he's like, so what? He's like, I'm an actor, and I got this show, but it's, it's so like, it's like it's a sitcom, and it's just not that fulfilling. And he's like, and he just looks at it, and he's like, little fat man, and Gervais is like the little, and he's like, and then he just turns to the piano. Little fat man, and he's like, oh no. And he comes up and he's like, and he's riffing, he's like, no. And then Gervais is like, yeah, no. He's like, chubby little loser. He just starts riffing on how to call him a sad fat sack of shit.
Yeah, and the best is they keep Gervais in frame so that you can see him looking like,
oh dude,
like just nervous and uncomfortable. Like oh my God. And then David Bowie's got his black hot girls sitting around him. Like they just nailed it.
And he's trying to, he's like, fatty or fatso? And then Gervais's friend's like, I like fatso. And he's like, the fuck, man? Like,
the whole bar is singing by the end.
It's fucking brilliant.
Oh my God. Yeah. And the girl in that is amazing. The one who plays his best friend.
Fantastic.
What a layered, interesting character.
And she's trying to act too. Mm-hmm. She has that amazing scene with oh my God, what's that, like that good looking British
Hugh Jackman?
No.
Not Hugh Jackman.
The guy that was in he was in one of the Bourne Identities, and then he was in what's the Continental? Is that what it's called? The International? The International. No. He's not going to be a cast member. Type in The International. That film. What's that actor's name? It's him. Clive Owen. She has a scene. Do you remember the Clive Owen scene?
Yeah, right.
The Clive Owen scene, he's like, the director is like talking to Clive, and then he's like, and then this girl comes in, and like you'd had sex with her the night. He goes, I wouldn't fuck that. And they're like, and the director's like, no. He's like, well, what about if I take some mud and I like throw it in her face?
And you can see she still has hope in her eyes throughout the whole thing. Yeah.
Like, this is what it's like to be an actor.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you ever do extra work?
Was I ever an extra in something? I don't think I worked as an extra. I mean, I've had like the one-line parts,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that extra stuff feels...
What was your one line?
Oh my God. It always got cut down too. It was always like, you have 7 lines.
Yeah.
And then you have 5, 3, 1.
Yeah.
Like I even did like a full scene a couple times where this is the most embarrassing, where like I had a scene on Workaholics with the 3 guys, and like they come up, and I'm like I'm like a drunk bus driver with like a parrot on my head, and like like in costume, and it's all about like getting them on the bus, and you shoot the scene for however long and whatever, you have fun. And then I told everybody, and they cut the scene.
Oh,
but nobody.
Oh no!
They're like, "Did I miss you? Did you like walk by?" I was like, "Oh my God,
that's brutal."
That was brutal. Then another time, I did a sitcom. I did Jay Moore's, like Gary Unmarried.
Oh yeah.
And I did a couple times, and then the same thing where I was like, "I'm on the sitcom tonight," and I had my lines. And then they cut it to just like entering.
Oh my God.
So then it looks like I told everybody, watch me enter the scene. Like I'm like promoting me walking in. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, good job on that. I was like, thank you.
Dude, you got to put that on your website.
I know.
You're real. You're acting real.
Of like,
just like, Workaholics and just nothing.
Black screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there was another one. I don't even remember the name. It was a ABC single camera show where that does air and people do catch it. They catch it. They catch me doing it. What was that show called? Happy Endings.
Yeah.
People catch that where I was like a paparazzi guy, I think.
Yeah.
And I had, let's say, 3 lines, and they cut it down to like, what? Like just me saying like, what? And people still will message me. I saw you on an episode. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. There was a show called Santa Clarita Diet, and I played a cop, and I had a whole scene where I like bring them over to a garage and I open it up and there's a reveal and then I'm yelling at people and then it aired and it was just me opening the garage. That was the whole thing. Yeah.
And you're like, everybody check me out tonight?
Yeah.
It hurts, dude.
Yeah. But you still get paid. I did one episode of CSI, like the CSI early on.
Uh-huh.
I get checks once a week to this day from one episode. I mean, they're small, but they were big for a long time.
Do you ever think about what those residual checks must be like? Just the residual stuff for like a Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where the guy has this huge career. These are movies that are 20 years old. Like what just comes in yearly on that? It's got to be.
And then you get the actors that are smart, like Keanu Reeves, that go like, all right, just give me a few million, but give me a percentage of the gross. That's because residual checks start to dry up. You get a slightly smaller percentage every time it re-airs. But when you got a percentage, it just keeps coming in.
His Matrix money?
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
Dude. But he apparently gives it back. He'll like give the crew, he'll give everybody on the crew like 10 grand.
It's crazy.
At the end of the movie.
Did you ever hear the story about Matt Damon and Avatar? Do you know that story?
No.
So he had just finished shooting one of the Bourne movies, but it wasn't the first one, so he knew the experience of doing the Bourne movies. And it's important for the story because, so James Cameron calls him, I'm going to do this movie, Avatar. It doesn't need a star, but like I want you to play this, the character. And he goes, well, we wrapped on Bourne, but we always have pickups. Always. Like I've done it now a few times. And so I don't want to commit to Avatar because we have to do these I know we're going to be shooting pickups for like the next month.
Right.
And Cameron's like, all right, well, I'll give you, I forget, it was something like 10% of the net of Avatar.
The highest grossing film internationally of all time.
He goes, but as a director, producer, filmmaker, I really respect, your choice on this. Like I get it. Like I would want the same thing for my movie. He's like, yeah, I mean that's a generous offer, but I'm gonna have to pass. Like that. So Matt Damon passes because he goes, I know I'm gonna have to do this for Bourne. And then they calculated it that if he had done it, he would have made $300 million for the offer. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, it's a crazy amount of money.
And then we do stand up, and that's it.
I know.
Show up, you do the show, you get your money,
and you go.
I
know. Noche UFC is going down in Las Vegas this weekend, and I am pumped to see who comes out on top. I've partnered up with DraftKings, and they have an offer that's perfect if you're looking to get closer to the action. Right now, all new customers who bet $5 will instantly get $250 in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using my promo code MOM. The crown is yours. Stay in on the action and use your $250 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code MOM and bet just $5 on any wager and get $250 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code MOM only at DraftKings Sportsbook. When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Aloe or Skims, yes, they have a great product and marketing, but an often overlooked secret is actually the business that is making selling simple. For millions of businesses, that's Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not so secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Personally, as a customer, as someone who shops, I feel so comforted knowing when I see Shopify, it's going to be an easy transaction. It's going to be seamless. They have all the info, and I know I'm going to get what I want in an easy way. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Allo or Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/momshouse, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/momshouse to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/momshouse.
And that's the thing about this career is like, because I know guys like you that are, you're playing arenas and you're making a lot of money, and it's and I resent it, and yet I still know that you have that fear, that it's all gonna go away.
I don't think it ever
any
leaves.
minute. Yeah,
I don't think it ever leaves.
Yeah, and so you take that work and you work those extra weeks, and you just think this can't last. This can't last.
Yeah.
As opposed to me, when I play my 250 seat rooms and they're 3/4 full, I go, I think I can always do this.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the part of me that it isn't going to last. That's the thing. It's like, it's not just a fear. You just know that when it gets to a certain point, you go, there's a window. This is a window. It's a window of time.
Yeah.
You don't know how long the window lasts.
It's been a pretty long window.
I guess.
I mean, you've been working at this level for 7 or 8 years where you're playing big venues?
Big venues, yeah, I guess so. But you still go, I mean, don't you think it's logical to go like, I mean, it's not like, I think in terms to think like this, 10 years from now, will I be moving a lot of tickets? I mean, it seems like it's not the kind of thing that you go, yeah, I will. Don't worry about it. Like, no, I don't think like that. I think it's like you have something, it's working for you now, do it. I mean, my dream long term is go like, I hope I can stay in theaters.
Yeah.
That's what I would hope to do, like to work into theaters into my 60s or whatever.
Yeah, because in the end, I mean, it's about the craft. It's still about having that piece of paper in your back pocket with some new bits on it, and getting off and getting that rush that you did something new.
Yeah, that's it. That's the fuel.
Yeah, and so it doesn't matter if there's 10,000 people out there or, again, 175. Like it's still, you're still, I'm doing the same thing you are. It's
totally.
just I'm driving home in a Prius, and you've got a town car taking you to a jet. And, you're...
But sometimes there's small jets.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because there's light jets, what's called mids, super mids, and then heavy.
Oh, dude. Well, my apologies.
Yeah.
I had this whole thing built up.
The light jets, you gotta get in.
Yeah,
This.
right.
Suck.
And do you ever get to your limo and like the driver talks to you more than makes you comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Or they start, they start telling you a story. I got a funny story, and you're like,
yeah.
I just ate some cyanide, so if you don't mind, I kind of want my last minute to be alone. Yeah. The stories.
Oh yeah. But
we had a security guy, by the way. One of the security guys who's like does security venue and like highly trained guy.
Yeah.
And then this driver was like 380 pounds. He goes, I'd like to get into security. He was like, and I had to listen to the security guy go like, yeah. He's like, you think I could do that? And he's like, yeah, you probably got to do some training first.
Your guy's like an ex-Navy SEAL.
Yeah, totally. And he's like, maybe drop like 250 pounds to start.
Maybe do a sit-up.
Yeah, you sound like you're losing your breath sitting here driving. Yeah. Those are amusing, though. You get to listen to those. Yeah.
I had an Uber driver because that's how I get to my commercial plane where I fly coach. And my Uber driver going to JFK he was from India, and he didn't have the map on his phone. He had a Bollywood movie playing as he drove me.
Insane.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, we're in a city. This is like high-end driving.
Yeah.
And I was going to give him like 1 star, but movie was fucking good. Like, they put a lot into it. A lot of costumes and music.
Isn't it crazy how far, like, we think our entertainment is, the biggest and most important?
Yeah.
And then you look at numbers on Bollywood stuff.
Right.
And it dwarfs
us. The highest paid entertainers in the world are Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another one that you learn about that you're like, holy shit, is how much bigger, I'm talking revenue-wise, gaming is than anything in Hollywood.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh my God. Day one of like a GTA kind of level release, it'll be like day one pre-sale for this game will be like 850 million. 2 weeks in, it's in the billions, like dwarfing anything.
Really?
Blowing it out of the water. Yes.
Well, porn was like that too. Porn was always made more money than Hollywood, and sports.
Dude, look at that.
184 billion, and the movie industry got 26. So about 6%.
Isn't that crazy, dude? When you look at that figure.
Whoa. And now look up porn revenues in the 80s versus movies. Because
and by the way, look, that last sentence, Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, Fallout 4, Call of Duty, all earned more than Avatar.
Wow.
All of them.
Wow. Yeah, the
porn revenue was huge in the 80s?
It was huge, bigger than Hollywood, bigger than sports, everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It just went away, like within a year.
With videos?
Yeah, with videos, it just suddenly went away. And
wait, so does that mean that, like, in that era, the theaters were full? Like, they had to have been full, right?
No, I think it was videos. And,
it was videos.
Yeah.
Oh,
what do you think people went to the theater?
I don't know. Like how did the revenue get? Oh, it was buying videos as opposed to now where it's all online.
Where it's all streaming for free.
It just tanked.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, once, I guess stepsisters and stepbrothers, like, used to just hang out. But when they started banging each other,
it's pretty crazy.
Oh, Avatar was like, who wants to watch a blue guy?
Is that your favorite genre?
I've gotten into it recently, but my main thing is Czechoslovakian hidden camera massage porn. Naturals. You got to put naturals in there.
Detailed.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. But then I come here and I try to get on my ex-hamster account and they tell me
Register.
I can't get on. So they go, hold your face up to the camera. They wanted to photograph me to make sure I looked old enough
Crazy.
to do the porn, which, first of all, like, you know, I don't even know if it's going to recognize me because I'm squinting and I look sad.
Yeah.
And now they've got, and I don't know, when do they stop filming me?
Yeah. I know, it's really weird.
You know, like
it's really weird. And there's also 10 plus states doing this. It's not just here. It's a bunch of states who are like, no, hold up your ID, like to jerk off.
Yeah.
This is really weird.
I know, it is weird.
It's
like,
very weird.
If I show my ID, I want to like get on a plane, not
I know.
be filmed jerking off in a hotel room.
Such a sad moment.
Oh my God.
Do you like free use?
What's that?
That's a lane of porn.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Free use.
Free use.
What's your search?
So you just type in free use. That's it. And there's just hundreds of them that come up. So
no, I mean, do you have a category?
That's the category.
Oh, I thought that was the website.
No. That's the category.
Okay.
So that's where, like, you know, a lady's at the, I don't know, is at the dinner table.
Yeah.
And then this guy will come in and just stick his dick in her mouth. And she just keeps, like, having her conversation with somebody. And then he just, like, has her stand and bends her over. And she's just like, yeah, I do want to go to the park tomorrow. And so, like, he's just using people.
That's so incel.
Yeah,
because
cool.
That's how dudes that live in their basements and don't shower.
It's the fantasy of what it is. It's exploiting the fantasy of, like, what if you could just walk into a room and have sex with somebody?
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
It's like guys that wish they could be invisible and then they would just go in shower rooms. You know,
I guess
there's an
that's what I'm
extension
doing.
of that.
I guess that's what I'm into. Yeah.
I went to. I used to be a gymnast.
What? Really?
Yeah, for like 8 years, I was a pretty competitive gymnast.
No shit.
Yeah. And so
you're a good athlete then.
I'm okay.
I mean, gymnasts are like, they're the non-celebrated, incredible athletes, I think.
You really, I mean, you watch the Olympics and they really have the best bodies. You know?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, they're ripped. But when I was in gymnastics camp, I used to go to a training camp in the summer, and it was called Woodward Gymnastics Camp in Pennsylvania. And there was, I was probably 12. This is going to sound super as I start this story, but you could see in the girls' showers from the bushes above it. And we would, upwards of 15 guys would be in the bushes watching all these gymnasts. They were like the 16 and 17-year-old. Is it illegal that I just said that?
I don't know, but I mean, you were a young guy.
I'm grandfathered in, right?
Yeah, you're normal. That's a normal thing.
Yeah.
And also, you had people doing it with you. It's gonna be a big case, you know. They're gonna
class action. Yeah.
Like,
plus, we're fucking gymnasts. We'll beat the shit out of you.
Exactly.
Yeah. What was the best peeping Tom story you've ever had?
I mean, I know the most, like, I'm trying to think of the most, like, the biggest rush would be that I had my older sister's friends would come over. So it's not so much that, like, I don't know that I was spying so much as, like, when you're of the same age, like 12, 13, and like 15-year-old girls come over and you're
powerful.
I guess you're in like 6th grade and they're 8th grade or something. Yeah. Oh my God. It's just, you know, you would just want to, I would just like hang out all the time. Like, what are you guys doing now?
Yeah.
Just, you know, like they're laying on the couch watching a movie, that kind of thing. You would just kind of hope that they were wearing shorts.
Yeah.
You know, that whole thing was like, the
Barefoot,
thrill.
maybe.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jesus. Did you ever hook up with one of them?
When I was in college, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like in high school, but in college.
How'd that go over with your sister?
They both. I slept with best friends of both of my sisters.
Oh,
and they had different reactions.
Really?
Yeah. My older sister was like, "That's awesome. What was she like?" And I was like, "Huh?" And she was like, "Was she good?" And I'm like, "This is so strange." And then my younger sister was like, "Stop fucking my friends."
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Like my younger sister was like, "Would you like it if I fucked your friends?" And I was like, "I don't know." But yeah, she was more upset. And then my older sister was like, "That's cool. Are you going to see her again?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. Yeah. It was very different reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, this is a cool thing that like my sisters are bringing talent home.
Yeah. I had a younger sister, but we had to get much older before I could have sex with her friends because she was, she's 17 years younger than me.
Yeah. So what, last year? That's awesome.
Oh God. No, it's been a long time, man.
But you did hook up with a sister's friend?
Oh yeah.
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 How did she know? Did she learn of it?
We never talked of it. She slept with my friends and I slept with her friends and we never talked
Oh,
of it.
you guys never?
Because we're Irish. Irish people don't talk about sex.
Right.
You know, you're Mexican, so like
that's true.
You just talk freely.
It's eat
beans and
just it just comes
dance, and you dance after you talk about it, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
And there's a mariachi playing. It's perfect.
What a culture.
I think it was when I got to the second round of their friends that my younger sister was like, "This is disgusting. You need to stop." Yeah.
It's a little incestual.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, but here's the key. This is what I found in college is become friends with the cool girl and then you satellite off of her.
To so her friends. You have a platonic relationship with.
Yeah, you have a Harry Met Sally kind of thing happening.
Yeah.
She respects you, and then all the other girls see you as having the ability to form a friendship with a woman, and then you exploit them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a really good, if you're young and you're listening, if you're in college, this is exactly what you should do.
And also do well, because they're all going to chat. So oral, be tireless.
Yeah. Just do your neck stretches.
Yep.
First. Yeah.
Yep. Put some ice cubes on your tongue.
Yeah.
Before you get down there.
Really, they are going to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was before there was chat rooms on the internet. There was like, dorm rooms where they went, "Tom will go down." Yeah.
That guy eats a lot of everything. Yeah. Yeah.
He gets full by the end of it. Yeah. But that was like cocaine sex in college where you just like oral would just go on. It was like crazy. It was like, it was like porn.
Yeah. So long.
And now when you're married, it's like, what?
No.
What do you want?
For how long? I know. It's like, don't fart. Come on. It's just gross.
Yeah, it's like, unless we're both showering, like that's not happening anymore.
Right? Eating ass.
Eating ass.
Yeah.
Or even just asking her for a blowjob. It just seems like this is the woman that's like, we're having dinner together and we're hanging out, and all of a sudden I'm going to put my dick in her mouth. Like that feels wrong. I can't even ask. I mean, it happens once in a while, but it's never on request.
No.
It's got to be her move.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. The request is like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You want to do what to me?
And what are you doing for me?
Yeah.
What do I get out of this? You want me to get nothing out of it while I pleasure you? It's not a marriage.
Here's the thing. I want to ask for it, and I don't want to hear about your day. Like, don't tell me what you did today.
Right.
Yeah. Just pretend you're someone else.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Don't fucking put caveats on it.
no.
That's why it's always good to do when you go on a hotel room together. That's when it's like, oh yeah, oral.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the only place there's oral.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's why those staycations are important. Getting a hotel for the night.
Yeah,
it's
right.
important.
When I did, when my son was born, and I've told this story before, so stop me if you've heard it. But when my son was born, my mother-in-law came out and she said, all right, it's been 6 months. You guys go off and get a hotel room. We lived in Venice. We got one in Marina del Rey at the Ritz-Carlton because we don't want to waste time driving. We just want to sleep and have some sex because I don't think we'd had it like in 6 months. And so we go off and she was breastfeeding at the time. And so we got to the hotel room and we had sex. And then we took a walk on the beach, had dinner, got back to the room, and we're like, should we have sex again? I was like, no, yeah, let's just do it in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just get a long sleep. We'll have like a brunch. We'll have sex. 2 a.m., I get woken up to her crying. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I go, what do you miss the kid? What's going on? She's like, no, my breasts are engorged. I need to breast. And she goes, I didn't bring a pump. I forgot the pump. I was like, what do you mean you forgot the pump? She goes, no, we got to go home. I need to feed or pump. I'm like, we got this hotel room for 9 more hours. We're going to eat. We were going to have sex. I go, we can't. She's like, you don't understand. I'm dying right now. I have to be relieved. I go, pop him out. So she pops out a breast. And I put my mouth on it and I start just sucking, and she's like, no, asshole. And she's like adjusting my jaw and pushing up the bottom of it and instructing me. And she's a lactation consultant, which is the irony of all this. Oh my God. So she's showing me how to do it. And then I couldn't get it. And then all of a sudden just this stream, this hard, hot stream of like sweet. It was like a chai latte going in the back of my throat. And so I unlatched and I spit it out. And then I'd start all over again to get the suction. She's like, no, you can't spit it out. So I start swallowing it. And I suck and I swallow and I suck and I swallow and I'm starting to kind of get into it. Yeah. And I get to the second tit and I'm getting pretty into it. And then I got my arms around her. I start kind of rubbing against her. And then slowly we begin making love. And by the end of it, like we're both orgasming. I got milk dripping down my chin. I was like an animal. I was like, yeah! And then we fell asleep in several wet spots. There was several wet spots in the bed. And then came home the next day, and she was that my son comes up and he's like pulling on her shirt to breastfeed. I'm like, a little late, asshole. And then the joke was on me because like adults are not meant to swallow that. And I had diarrhea for like 3 days after that. Sweet smelling diarrhea.
So you drank a lot of milk.
Probably a few ounces.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It tastes pretty good.
It tastes. You never tasted it?
I mean,
I'm
dab.
shocked.
A dab.
Yeah.
Not like.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, just a little. I didn't have any like mouthfuls of it.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Well, it's funny when you're in college, like you guzzle beer.
Yeah. And
then you have a kid, and like that's the new party.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds like that was a very necessary trip for you guys too at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, we needed it.
Yeah.
Did you ever do those?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just didn't go far. Just grab a hotel.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, you really do go, we're gonna have this whole thing, and then you're like, we just slept 11 hours.
Yeah.
And I think we should just go back.
Yeah. Right. Right. I know.
Like you have your plans of like, well, this is good, and then you're just like, you're so sleep deprived.
Yeah.
That you're just catching up on this big sleep deficit.
Yeah, because sex, you realize like once you have your kids, your body kind of goes like, your dick's like, what are you bothering me again for? I did it.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
Yeah.
I proved myself.
Get into some other hobbies, man.
How about some parenting? Why don't you just focus on being a parent?
You should read a chess book or something, Okay. I guess I will. By the way, I forgot to plug these. Speaking of huge venues.
Oh.
September 13th, Vancouver. September 14th,
no, that's
Denver.
Not me. Vancouver?
Yeah.
Are you going to Vancouver?
Yeah.
Oh, are you doing your dates right now?
Yeah.
Ah, that's hilarious.
I forgot to plug him. I
was
plug
like,
him.
fuck, I got to book my flight because I'm in Denver next week.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're in Denver too. I'm there September 14th, September 26th, Cleveland, September 27th, Buffalo, 28th of September, Toronto, and then we're announcing 2025 dates soon.
Wow.
There's that. Okay. Sorry.
Can I say mine?
Yeah, of course.
Denver,
Do you want to pull it up? You want to pull it up?
Yeah, why not?
Well, he can pull it up on the screen for you. Is it gregfitzsimmons.com?
Yeah.
Oh.
But Denver this weekend, which the Comedy Works, which is just
the best.
It's just unbelievable.
There's just
they run a good.
Jordan,
there we go. Comedy Works, and then the Mothership next weekend, and then I will be in Fairbanks, Alaska, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Tacoma, Punchline, San Francisco, Chicago just announced.
amazing.
All at fitzdog.com.
I love Chicago. Comedy town. It's a great comedy
Oh
town.
my God, it really is. And it didn't used to be. For a long time, it was just improv and sketch and like stand up. There was always Zanies, but it's not a huge club. It's a great club, but like never, it's not, it's, it's 200 seater.
Yeah.
And other clubs would try to launch and they just never stuck. And then maybe about 7 or 8 years ago, like the Den Theater started doing comedy.
That Den Theater is awesome.
It's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's like where it's kind of like a semi-round thing.
It's around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people have shot. Sam Morrell shot a special there.
I just did a show there, I don't know, 6-7 months ago.
Yeah.
One of the most fun shows I've done in a
Really,
long time.
one of the most fun shows. And I had, my son went to college in Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah. And so he came out to see me when I was there, and he brought all of his friends.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I proceeded to talk about having sex with his mother several different ways.
Yeah.
And he was horrified.
It's got to be like, by the way, there's just, I mean, because our kids are such different places in life.
Yeah.
But like, for some, most of their dads come to town and it's like, maybe he'll take you to Chili's or something, Like,
yeah, right.
And then like you come to town, they're like, your dad's fucking cool, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. His friends were pretty impressed. It was a pretty cool moment. But I now he's going to hear this podcast and find out that I sucked milk out of his mother's breast. Took it from him.
When it was his fucking
It's
meal.
milk
Yeah,
juice.
yeah.
I drink your milkshake.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And Chicago for me was like, so I lived in the Midwest a lot, and Chicago is it's the prize of the mid. You know what I mean? Like you live in Midwest towns,
Yeah.
and you're all bullshit next to
Right.
Chicago,
Right.
So when we lived in Milwaukee, it was like going to Chicago was like a big deal, right? Like we're going to a real city, the big city,
Right.
And when I started doing stand up, there is that. You do get, I think, a little intimidated when you're going to big cities for the first time. But it also feels like an accomplishment, like you've arrived, and you're like, oh. And I had so much like excitement and nerves about my first Chicago play.
Right.
And then I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play the Chicago Improv. And then you drive out to Schaumburg.
Right.
And it's 40
minutes away.
And you're like, oh, I'm not in Chicago at all.
Uh-huh.
And then you're like, oh. And then,
Yeah.
and then they're the ones that tell you. They'll be like, yeah, you're not in Chicago. And you're like, no, I know. So you're like, you still haven't played Chicago.
Yeah.
You've played the suburbs of Chicago.
No, there's a lot of those gigs. My agent's like, hey man, you want to work Cleveland? And then you get there and you're just looking in the rearview mirror of the car and you're going like, hey, it's back there. I mean, where are we headed? And then they drop you off at a hotel that the club owner has put zero thought into how you're going to live the next 3 days of your life
care.
because the hotel has no restaurant. It's in an office park. So you literally can't even walk to food.
Yeah.
So
I got a good deal on it. Eat shit. I don't care.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so you're forced to like order takeout, which so you spend all your money for the week. I just remember walking along the sides of highways in the blistering sun to get to a Denny's.
Yeah. Where was one of those? I think it was the Des Moines Funny Bone, where it was like a highway Holiday Inn.
Uh-huh.
And then the only thing that was food wise in even any type of walkable range was something called like butter balls or something. Like it was like. And so you'd walk down the highway and have like butterball burgers. You're like, fuck, I'm going to die on this trip. Like it was, yeah.
And then you basically save your big meal for the green room and you end up eating chicken wings and nachos.
Yeah, cheese sticks.
Cheese sticks.
And then you're like, my health has actually been declining recently. Put on 40
I know.
pounds this year. I don't know why.
I know. Jesus, my
Eating like
colon is
shit.
Yeah. I really feel like sometimes I'll go like a week and not have a single vegetable.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, it's
not
so
good.
hard to eat right on the road. Like some comics are like Ian Edwards is a vegan.
I don't know how he does it though.
I think he chooses what cities he works in. He won't go
based on the food.
Yeah. He won't go just anywhere.
Yeah, I try to like think of we'd have conversations about food leading up to the arrival. Like figure out this for lunch, figure this out for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that we can get good quality food.
Yeah, it's got to be hard when you're staying at the Four Seasons to get a decent meal together. I feel for you. It's got to be hard when you have an assistant that's like arranging food from a gourmet place.
Well, the thing that you can do sometimes is you have the chef prepare your food before you leave.
Oh,
that's the thing I figured out.
Right. You figured it out or somebody on your staff figured it out?
That's another way of saying it. They'll just have the chef prepare it. And you're like, got it.
God.
Yeah.
What a life. I think about your life, not a lot, but frequently.
Really?
Yeah, I do, because first of all, I'm very proud of you, and you really earned it, you know? But then I think about how much work it must be to have so many people that, you know, God bless you, you're providing jobs for a lot of people, but it's a machine. I think, does Tom ever just have a day where he gets to not make a decision?
It's the busiest I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
By a long shot. Like it's not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like beginning of the day until, I had to hand in scripts. I sent one in at 11:30 last night. Got up, tried to get my workout in before, and then it's all day. It is all day. Because there's also like 6, 7 things going. I'm not saying I'm not doing this like feel bad. I'm just saying it's very busy. It is very busy.
No. It's amazing, but it takes a certain type. Like when I think about guys like you and Bert and Rogan, like if you were not in stand-up comedy, you would be the CEO of a thriving business. Like you have executive skills and you have stamina and focus.
Yeah, I think I would. I probably would have been an entrepreneur of some kind. I think, like working in some type of startup or something.
Yeah,
I'm drawn to it. I like it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's so funny because at the end of the day, then it's all based on you standing on a stage and
I know, being like, I come so much.
Right.
You want to see it? Like, yeah,
I know. That's the engine that drives all the other stuff that you have to be responsible about.
Exactly.
You know, trying to stay on top of social media and scheduling and being a decent person that people work for and not an asshole.
You're totally right. And then it comes back to like, when I fart, it's sometimes hot. How hot is your fart?
Right. You ever fart on your wife's leg when you're sleeping at night and then she farts and then you both laugh?
And then people go, and this is the magic that you provide?
This is it, right? Somebody's doing a profile on you for the New York Times and they're trying to find a quote that's usable. It's not absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. This I thought you might enjoy. I just saw this. This is a news article.
Oh, okay.
Can you pull up Gosder Cherilus, Gosder, former NFL player accused of urinating on a passenger on a Delta flight from Boston to Dublin, which is that's very Greg Fitzsimmons.
That flight?
Boston to Dublin?
Yeah.
That fits all over it, man.
Right. Yep.
There he is.
Oh, my God.
Former NFL offensive lineman, Boston College football star, is accused of urinating on another passenger. Cherilus, 40, of Wakefield, Massachusetts. Do you know where Wakefield is?
Sure.
Yeah. Pleaded not guilty to interfering with the operation of an aircraft. He was released on $2,500 bail. Mass State Police said they were called to Logan Airport in Boston around 2 a.m. Sunday after Delta Flight 154 from Boston to Dublin, Ireland was returning because an unruly passenger urinated on another passenger on board.
Do you think the flight attendant threw a yellow flag when he did it?
According to the report, Perilous appeared drunk when he arrived at the airport. Before the flight took off, he allegedly argued with another passenger. That's always good when they're like, just let him board.
Yeah, right.
And then
he's only 6'8". Let's let the angry drunk guy on.
Yeah. Then about an hour into the flight, they said he walked up to an elderly woman, exposed himself, and emptied his entire bladder for approximately 20 seconds. The flight attempted to stop him, but he became unruly and aggressive. He is 6'6", 280. And it took 2 sets of handcuffs to restrain him when he got back.
And one of the cuffs was on his cock. Wow, empty. That's the best. So he took a unruly,
full piss.
Full piss, which means they were grabbing him.
Yeah.
And he maintained, like,
Yeah.
if I'm in the ocean and I'm trying to take a piss and a wave comes, I have to stop.
Cuts off, yeah.
This dude continued.
I'm going to empty this thing out.
That's the discipline that gets a guy into the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost to be celebrated in a way.
I think so.
Yeah.
And maybe marking territory.
Imagine like what percentage of the population could do anything about him pissing on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's other NFL players. That's about it.
Yeah.
All of us would be like, I guess finish pissing. Like your cock's bigger than my whole arm, so just piss on me, I guess.
I'm surprised they subdued him. I mean, 6'6".
Dude, look at that fucking guy.
Damn. Yeah, that's not. I gotta think on the Boston to Dublin flight probably already has tarps on the floor of the plane, just because this happens so often. Extra sponges.
This dude looks like such a problem that, like, if he pissed on my mom, I'd be like, just let him do it. Let him do it.
It's good for your athlete's foot.
Don't. Yeah. We don't want any problems, I guess.
And when you're drunk, that's a lot of piss.
It is.
Yeah.
And it stinks.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a savage, dude. I wonder how drunk he is to do that, because that's not something that you're a little tipsy on. That's fully fucking hammered.
But what? Why the old lady? I mean, I think there's a thing called a gray shower. Have you heard about that?
No.
Instead of a golden shower, there's a silver, not
pissing
gray,
on an
silver.
old person?
It's when you piss on an old person or they piss on you. Yeah.
So that's his search on X Hamster?
Yep. I heard a comic talking about it last night.
Gray
silver shower.
I
think it's silver shower. Unless this comic was lying last night.
Oh man.
We did that that show that Brian Simpson does where you pick a
bottom
topic,
of the barrel.
Yeah, bottom of the barrel.
So fun.
So much fun.
Silver shower.
Yeah.
The act of performing a golden shower, which is urinating on someone either for sexual pleasure or attempts at humiliation. The difference is that the one who is performing the silver shower is hydrated, causing the urine to be silver instead of gold. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And this is the act of a geriatric person of either sex urinating on a millennial. It's also a silver shower.
Oh, I thought millennials were all about not having this kind of behavior. This must be them acting out their shame.
Jesus Christ. What do you think of that, Christina? Wow.
She's shocked.
She's totally shocked.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wow, she can't even form words.
I mean, if you have an old lady piss on you, like, it'd be hard to plan it because they're just kind of pissing all the time in their pants.
Yeah. Do you like piss?
No. I mean, I don't get that. What's the payoff? Somebody urinates on you? I guess if I was in the shower, it might be fun. Like, I definitely have been with my wife in the shower
and peed,
and you pee, and then they figure it out and they yell at you.
Yeah,
that's classic.
That's part of marriage.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my god, it stinks like coffee in here now. It's hot."
Yeah, I mean, when you were sucking milk out of my tits, I knew you were weird, but this is really
this is gross.
But like, I mean, but then you got. I mean, do people do it in a bed? All these squirters, peers, they're peers.
So it's an age-old debate about. I mean, so many people are adamant that it's one or the other. I've never heard the consensus on this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, people are like, it's not pee. They'll tell you it's not pee. And you're like, okay. And then I think I've heard doctors be like, no, it's pee.
Well, what do you have, an extra bladder that holds a different liquid in it?
I don't understand.
Because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Shooting out.
I would not be into that at all. If someone did that, I'm gone.
Piss everywhere?
No, but I mean, if I even believed it wasn't piss, that it was spray, I still don't want that liquid on me.
Spray, and you're not with the guy who would put his face in there.
Yeah.
No.
Think about what women go through with jism.
Yeah.
In their face. I've never jismed on a woman's face.
No.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Wow.
But also, I mean, it's reduced in trajectory and velocity. But like, it would shoot it so far. A lot of times it was like, missiles. Like they were just getting.
When you were young?
Yeah, it was just always.
Really?
Oh yeah, headboard, everything. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, that was like that's all I had. What am I going to say?
It's
just a crazy volume and trajectory.
How much volume?
So much. Like I've said it before, but like I remember in college, this girl, she jerked me off. She goes, "What do you have, 4 balls?" Like it was. She's like, "This is so much cum." Yeah, it was so much volume.
Would you save up, or was that just a day's rations?
I think it was just I had a because that's really your prostate, seminal fluid, and then it's just a roll of the dice on how long your orgasm lasts. And I just had a long one, a big long one.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was lucky because it felt good.
Yeah,
but I honestly, the cleanup was always like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was a problem.
Jesus, my belly button was always the goal. Get past the belly button.
Oh, man. I caught them in my face all the time. If I was laying on my back, I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, shooter, man. Yeah.
So you could have done porn.
Just for that. They'd been like, oh, it's not a great cock, but like, whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I think ultimately, if I watch porn, I don't want to see a huge cock.
I don't want to see a mediocre cock. I got a real problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think it's the gayest I ever feel is when I'm like, is that his cock?
Oh, you want a big cock?
Well, I want it to be like, an admirable one.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the 12-incher.
Right.
But like if the guy's like a 5-incher, I'm like, come on, man, why are you in this business?
Yeah.
How'd you get in this?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, just something where you go like, okay, not, nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, and I'm well endowed. Don't get me wrong. Oh. Yeah. I don't shoot far, but I make up for it by the length of the.
You got a big one.
I've got a big one.
Nice. Man.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And I think it runs in the family. My father, there was some reference to my father having a big one. I never saw it. I'm not one of those kids that saw. You probably did because you're Mexican, right?
I saw my dad's balls.
You did?
A few times.
No.
Yeah.
Just the balls?
Well, just because of like certain, like I walk in and he's changing and he's bent over and I see they had like pig nuts. Like they were like, I was like, God.
What do you mean, from behind, between his legs?
Oh, yeah. And I was like, God, those are fucking huge. Get out of here. I'm like, those are your balls? And then, one time I remember he was on the bed laying there in his boxers, and I saw his balls like hanging out of the side, and I was like, yo, you got some nuts. He's like, oh, shut up, Tommy. Just cover himself. Big old nuts.
That means he probably came like you.
I don't know. We definitely didn't have that chat.
Did you ever see your mom with like a little chafing on the bottom of her chin? A little flaking?
No. I'm sure she would love the topic.
Mom, you look like a billy goat. What the hell happened in there?
I don't know. Big nuts, though.
Yeah.
Mine aren't. I have totally normal. Nothing. Like you've seen Ari's balls?
Yeah.
He's got huge
naturally.
nuts, right?
Yeah.
Big nuts.
Joey Diaz has big nuts.
Big nuts.
You know who has really big nuts?
Who?
Jim Florentine.
Does he really?
Oh, yeah. Legendary.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder, like, because the thing that they always say about, in comedy, it's like, obviously we all have our insecurities. And I think a lot of them are, sexual, female-based, like, in other words, the supermodel dude doesn't become a comedian, right? Mm-hmm. So I think there's a lot, there's obviously a lot of people talking about their dicks and dick jokes and being not enough, right? Like inferior in some way. Mm. I wonder how many guys have a nice piece in the comedy community.
Yeah.
Because I bet there's a lot of mediocre dicks.
Well, legendary, the legendary dick was... Milton Berle.
Milton Berle, had a hammer on him.
Yeah. I never saw it, but I was a member of the Friars Club, and there was a steam room, and it was confirmed.
They were like, he's got it.
Yeah, everybody talked about it. And he was very open about walking around the locker room with nothing on. Yeah. I used to, when I belonged to the Friars Club, I'd go to that steam room because my father was a friar. So I grew up there. Oh, right. My father was in radio in New York.
Famous radio guy.
Yeah. And so when I was a kid, I saw the OJ chase at the Friars Club. I watched the... was it this 1980 Olympics where the hockey team won against the Russians?
Yeah, 80. Yeah.
I was there for that. So I used to go in the steam room when I was like a kid. Not a kid, I was like 12, and I'd go in there and I'd see all these old dicks. It's almost like they were melting.
Yeah.
They just, the balls and the penis were just melting. And then they'd love to walk around naked, and then they'd hold up the shaft and they'd powder. There's like a powdering.
An hair dryer in their ass. The wall, they always dry their ass.
Because it was so hairy back there.
God, yeah.
And so I'd go in the steam room, and and then you'd go into, and the steam room was famously like one of the best in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go into these showers, and the showers like these big stalls, and it had like the shower head was like a manhole cover, and it was blasting like 1,000 gallons. It was like being in a civil rights demonstration. You're just getting blasted against the wall, and then you get out, and there was this Polish guy, and you would step out of the shower, and I'm not making this up. He would towel you down.
Really?
You would stand there, and he would towel down your body, and then he'd give you a warm towel. And you'd walk to your locker, and you'd get dressed. And at the time, I think I would give him $1.
Yeah.
I was there all through. I was in acting school in New York, and I used to go there every day after school. I'd shoot pool.
That's nice.
Shoot pool, take a steam, work out.
Wow.
It was great. It's gone now.
When did it go away?
Just like a couple years ago.
Yeah, I think. Well, before it went away, I had lunch there. It was my only time.
Oh, did you really?
I had lunch there. Yeah.
It's a pretty special place, isn't it?
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. I mean, there's just so much history on the walls and stuff too. It was very cool.
I know. Frank Sinatra was the dean forever, but that lunchroom. I mean, you'd walk in, and the thing is, like comedians of that era, like the Borscht Belt comics, the Catskills guys, like Alan King and Henny Youngman, like they loved being funny. So you'd walk into that dining room, and you'd go, and they would all work the room, they'd call it. They'd work the room. They'd go from table to table, and they'd all have a funny story, a couple insults, and it was just the greatest feeling. Like you're sitting there, I never felt more like I was in show business than when I was like a young comic sitting in that dining room.
That's very cool.
And Freddie Roman used to take me there. He was my sponsor because my dad had already died, so he sponsored me to be a member of the club. And then I hung out with like Alan Kirschenbaum, who's the big writer on SNL. He kind of like mentored me for a while. Mm-hmm. They all took care of me. They were great.
It's sad that it's no longer around.
Breaks my heart.
And it just was that it couldn't be. It wasn't supported
anymore. There was
anymore.
some embezzling.
Oh.
Yeah. There was some financial malfeasance. You don't use that word a lot.
No, you really don't. Malfeasance is a pretty high level word.
Yeah. And you don't use it without financial.
True. Because when did anybody say malfeasance?
It's actually French for mal, which is bad, and feasance, which is shit, right? Feces?
I think so.
Some bad shit happened.
Is that is the etymology of that?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's right.
You've decided that, or you know? I guess. Another update too before we go. Garth has officially turned off all his comments on Instagram. That's pretty exciting. He was just blocking and kind of restricting people, but now it's just all done. That's exciting.
Well, I'm asking people on my special in the YouTube page to say it's called You Know Me. Mm-hmm. Put down where you know me from. Like if you heard me on this podcast.
Oh, that's cool.
Write a comment that you know me from your mom's house.
It's out now. It's on YouTube. It's called Greg Fitzsimmons, You Know Me. Go to Greg's YouTube channel. He's one of the best in the business. Watch the special.
What's everybody? Just kidding. That's so dumb. That's what my stupid husband would say. But guess what? He's not here. I am. And you know what I'm going to do? He doesn't even realize. We are having a huge YMH merch store sale, okay? We're coming out of the closet. Pull your jeans up as high and tight as they can possibly be. This will be your last chance ever to get the designs like the cool mom hats. Hello, that's my favorite. Park Closer, which was such a good time on YMH. Fed Smoker, Hate from YMH shirt, and all the other designs. Guys, they're not coming back. This is it. Last call. So go to store.ymhstudios.com right now. All right, are we ready, mommies?
We're ready.
Okay.
You call that dude mommy?
I've called them all mommies.
You do?
They're my mommies, yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Welcome to your mom's house.
What's everybody? Just kidding. I don't say that. That's stupid, Tom. And he's not here. He's out filming a movie. I am Christine, and co-hosting today with me. I'm so pumped to have Mr. Ron White. Everybody, clap for Ron White, the greatest.
Thank you for the clapping.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Ooh, push the microphone closer to your beautiful face.
All right, here we go.
How have you been? What's new? What's your summer?
I just got back from vacation. Went on a great vacation with my girlfriend. And
Who's this girlfriend?
we started seeing each other about 6 or 7 months ago, and she's perfect for me because I'll be 69 years old in December, and she'll be 70 in 23 years. And so
I just did it, man. That's perfect.
yeah, right.
That's perfect.
So right there,
Yep.
we're right there, sort of.
Yep.
And beautiful, smart girl.
Yeah.
She's head of HR for some private equity group, and
She's smart.
bombshell.
Nice.
Bombshell.
What kind of broads do you like?
Bombshells.
Bombshell. Like, what are you into? Boobs, butts? What are you?
Well, it's if you looked at all of them individually, there's quite a mix there,
Sure.
Face, I like a woman with a beautiful face.
Yes.
I'm not into big fake tits.
Yeah.
But she's probably the prettiest one ever that I've ever been with. And
Really?
I've been with some cutie pies.
You sure have.
But my last girlfriend was older than me. She was 70, and so she ended up moving back to California. And the other ones have been pretty close to my age. She's the youngest one. She's 49, I guess, is the way it works out. How
That's
old are you?
my age.
I know, perfect. That's what I was thinking
my
about.
God, so perfect. Well, all right. Well, maybe don't tell anybody when Tom dies.
Yeah, I know. Well,
What do you think?
I think it's a match made in some sort of celestial space. I'm not calling it heaven.
Yeah.
But it's celestial.
It is. It is, my friend. When I had cancer, my husband brutally brought in my replacement and called her New Christine, which I thought was rather rude. And this could be New Tom.
Who could?
Right here.
Right here. Right here. Who was the new Christie?
She sucks. It's like some pig. Look at her. She's all brains, no brawn.
Oh,
Look at this.
I know her, don't I? Yeah, something like that. Something like that would.
Blah, gross.
gross.
All
That is gross.
Fit and young and pretty. Well, whatever. Listen, I've prepared such a special show for you. I'm just thrilled that you're here. Why don't we start with the opening clip, okay? This one is just for you.
Your lunch is ready.
That was an elephant yawning. Wasn't it? That wasn't even a fart.
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura and
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
Bombshell.
You like it?
Oh, yeah.
New Tom. Can't wait.
You can't wait for Tom to die?
Yeah. I'll take care of you, Ron White. When the time comes,
I need taken care of.
I'll wipe your ass when the time comes. Hold on, I got one more.
Christina, it's lovely to see you. And welcome everybody to your mum's house. It's coffee time. Christina, can you believe it's your first podcast without Tom? I know. Let's put the kettle on and celebrate with a strong black coffee. Best drink of the day.
There you go. Catherine Can, thank you so much for the shout out. This is my friend in England, Catherine Can.
Yeah. Big old natties.
Huge natties.
Speaking of natties.
She better get those looked at. Now, what do you think of the fart sandwich? Would you still eat that sandwich?
I got to tell you, if she had shit on that sandwich, I would have taken a bite off the other end of it. But
That's what I'm talking about.
But probably not that one end. But the one with the shit on it, I would eat.
And
the regular sandwich I don't care for. That's an egg salad or I don't know.
Well,
what
let's
it
see.
was,
I was going to look at that because I'm curious what kind of sandwich.
Ready?
That's probably 75 million views on TikTok, right?
And here you are honing an
I'm
act.
I'm trying too hard.
Way too hard. That looks like, I'm going to guess, a pork rind sandwich.
You think those are pork rinds or eggs?
Oh, I think they're pork rinds.
Oh.
It could be eggs, spicy deviled eggs.
Why would you eat a pork rind sandwich?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a fart fetish thing.
You think
Maybe it makes you
creates
fart.
gas? Well, the thing is that there's no carbs in pork rinds, and that's the only reason people eat them at all. I think is there's low carbs but there's carbs in that bread.
Oh,
And now the whole thing's starting to make not make that much sense. But
I got you, babe. Oh, listen, I have some official YMH business to get into before we proceed.
okay,
Now, many years ago, Tom banned something that I loved on this show, and it really broke my heart, Ron. And so many of the listeners, the devoted fans, the mommies, loved this thing, and then Tom cruelly took it away, ripped it from us, from our world, from the fabric of our lives. And now I am here. I am back. I am restoring YMH to its former glory, to its greatness, if you will. And I have a massive announcement. That's right. Chips in a bowl. And
that's what Tom ripped away from the.
oh, you'll see. This is just me getting to the announcement. It's a cat eating kibble. That's such a good sound, right?
What is it?
It's a cat eating kibble. Do you have a cat?
No,
You got to get a cat. It's the sweetest sound in the world.
cat eating kibble. That sounds like an elephant yawning. What is it with the show?
It's stupid. It's just fun. Here it is. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hold on. This is what was ripped away, and I will restore to its former glory, its greatness. Everybody, behold the fart mic. You can clap. Go ahead. The fart
The
mic.
fart mic.
It's back.
So is
You're welcome, world. You're welcome.
now. So it was a thing at one time, and how's it smell? It was a staple on the show, and
Yeah. So what happened was.
and then Segura, who I've never liked.
No.
And
Boo.
he just ripped it right out of your life.
He took it away, and this was something that was so beloved, you know.
It
and
was.
and because we used to
That was the pole holding up the tent, and Tom yanked it.
cruelly.
Wow.
Because we would record the show after lunchtime back in California, and we would often have Mediterranean food, hummus, falafels of that nature, and then we'd be so gassy. And I said, gosh, I wish there was a microphone that could pick up these farts. And we did it, and then Tom got disgusted for some reason. What a prude. Not like you. You would eat the sandwich that I take a shit on.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, I would be part of it.
Thank you.
Whatever the good part is, I would eat that.
Yeah. Okay. So just if you have to fart at any point during the show, you let me know and I'll hand you the fart mic.
I'm not going to do it.
Ron.
I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to back my ass up to this mic and fart right in it.
That's
and
my man.
That's why you know what? These
Yeah.
are changeable. That's a filter, right? So
Yeah.
you can change that filter
Yeah.
if it gets clogged up with
That is.
whatever spray.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to drop trowel when I do it too. It's not going to be coming through these jeans. It's going to be fresh. Oh,
That's so
like
exciting.
like Matthew McConaughey's tuna salad fresh. That's
Have you ever tried to list every financial account you have? Like all of them, old 401ks, investment apps, property. Half the time, I forget what I even signed up for. And that's the scary part. If you're not paying attention, you can be leaving serious money on the table without even knowing it. That's why I started using Monarch Money. It's fantastic. It's a one-stop shop. It's so easy to use. It pulls everything, bank accounts, retirement accounts, investments, all of it into one clean dashboard. No spreadsheets, no switching between a million apps. I I realized I had way more cash just sitting around than I thought, and I wasn't saving as much as I should have been. You can even share your dashboard with your partner or your financial advisor. No guessing, no awkward convos. It's been a game changer. Don't let financial opportunity slip through the cracks. Use code YMH at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code YMH. This episode is sponsored by Helix. Let me tell you, once I got my Helix mattress, it was like night and day. I didn't realize how much my old bed was messing with my sleep until I actually slept through the night without tossing and turning. No more waking up hot, no more back pain, and honestly, no more guilt about never replacing that old mattress. Helix made it easy to find the right one with their sleep quiz. And it shipped straight to my door. I felt the difference immediately, but it really showed up in my sleep tracking. I'm finally getting deep sleep again, and it's made a huge difference in how I feel all day. I mean, I used to wake up with back aches, and then you wake up blazing hot and everything. And I'm also a side sleeper, and Helix can customize your bed so that you can sleep on your side comfortably. Can you believe that? If you're tired of waking up tired, then you've got to try Helix. Go to helixsleep.com/YMH. Get 20% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/YMH for 20% off site-wide. helixsleep.com/YMH. Do you beef in front of your girlfriends? What's your policy?
What? If we're in bed at night and I'm tired,
yeah,
I'll try to get away with it. She's not big on it, so I try to. I've always been kind of a don't fart in front of women thing.
Yeah.
But, if you're exhausted, you're like, oh, she's asleep. And then, oh, Ron. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. I'm an old man.
Well, you're a man's man.
Yeah. Oh, am I?
Yeah. You just rip farts, do whatever you want.
Burp. I don't care. So, can I tell you about our vacation?
I would love to hear about your vacation.
Okay. It was a surprise, number one. She didn't know where we were going. I was going to go up to this mountain house in Colorado that a friend of mine owns, and a guy had a fucking stroke in Africa, and he's still, to this day, like a month later in Cape Town. Not good.
Don't go to Africa.
And so I'm like, I'm not going to call there. He hasn't spoken in days. And I'm like, tell him to blink twice if the code is, That seems so insensitive. And I really do care about the guy. And I joke about it. So we couldn't go there. So I had and she took time off work. So she's got vacation and time. I got a light summer. I can do whatever, whatever. And so I just started looking around. And my niece she was really good at finding cheap cruises for her and mother to go on when my mother was alive. And she's a NASA engineer, so she's smart anyway, but she knows how to do this.
A what engineer?
She worked for NASA. Now she runs a big...
I thought you said she's an ass engineer.
No, NASA. And I'm so proud of her. She's
that's so smart
and wonderful. And
God damn.
But so she finds this... There's a river cruise that leaves out of Paris that's parked right by the Eiffel Tower. So she doesn't know where we're going, and she doesn't want to know. She's excited about not knowing. I told her what the temperature would be and what to pack for, and she's okay. I'm in. So on the way to the plane, don't tell her. Shut your eyes. Okay. Wow. And so we get all the way there, and then right when we're landing, we're landing in Paris. And so
hold on, do you fly private or commercial?
No, I don't fly.
To Paris.
Paris.
Okay, I'm just trying to see what my future looks like.
No. It's nice, but it isn't private. No. You can't just fart.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can.
You can. It's ventilated. That stuff goes out somewhere. It's a must, right? So anyway, we get there, and then there's people from the Viking people are there, and they take us over to this river cruise, and we have a suite with a balcony, not big. But that's as big as they get there, except for two on the back that were gone, and it was cancellation. Whatever, we were on it. Now I have weed and edibles and mushrooms, and I'm on vacation, right? And I'm ready to go. And I could see when I looked at the boat, I'm like, this could be iffy on the pot smoking thing because of the way it's designed.
Yeah.
Just 200 people. But I've always been let's see what I can get away with. And then go from there, right? And that's practical. So I got those little dags. So I'm going out there. I'll just shut the door, smoke some pot, and see what I can get away with. And then, and if I get accused of it, I'll just deny it and I'll quit doing it. And I'll just either go on the top or figure out something that works.
Yeah.
And so day 2, I get a call from this guy that's the hotel manager. And he says, I got to come talk to you. And I know what it's about, you know. So I said, yeah, sure, come on down. Big, tall Belgian dude, older than me, nice as he could be, real diplomat. And before I could even deny it, because he said, you can't smoke pot in this room, and I didn't. I smoked pot out there. He said, what you need to do is smoke pot out there with the door shut or up on top of the boat. And I'm like, this guy means me no harm.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, listen, thanks a lot. That's where I was smoking it, but I wasn't that careful about keeping the door shut. I'll be more careful. He goes, go, great. We shook hands. We're best friends. He said, I know who you are. I looked it up, and so we're happy you're on the boat. And I'm like, okay, great. Next day, our boat pulls up to a dock, and the dock is right by my balcony. I mean, I'm sitting there, and that's the dock right there. So I'm like, well, this might not work, but I'm going to see what I can get away with. So I light a joint, and I realize we're not moving, so the pot smoke's just billowing right there, and I'm like, this doesn't work. So I put out my joint, and I'm like, I'll just smoke it off the boat because you're at a different little thing every day or whatever.
Yeah. And it's Europe, like they're cool with weed, right?
Yeah. France, not so much as Belgium, but or Amsterdam, Netherlands, whatever they're calling it, Holland. So anyway, at 6:30 that night, I get a call from the guy, and he goes, "The captain wants to talk to you." And I said, "Do I know what it's about?" And he goes, "Yep." And I'm like, "Okay." It's about 6:00 at night, and they knock on the door, and he had come in the room, but they didn't want to come in the room. And the captain takes this really aggressive tone with me, and I don't know if he's German or what his accent was exactly, but it was a little harsher.
Yeah.
But he said, you've been smoking pot in your room, and that is against the rules of the Viking cruise people, and he's real barky at me. And I said, hey, listen, dude, I've been smoking pot exactly where that guy told me to, which is on my balcony. He goes, I think you smoked pot in your bathroom, and then it got into the ventilation system and blew it into the hallway. And I'm like, that is a conspiracy theory that you just made up, and you also called me a liar in the process. Meanwhile, it's escalating. He's getting louder. I'm getting louder.
No.
And people are going to dinner, and it's just 200 people, and there's 2 things. They see them all at once. And there are people walking down the hall. We're in my hallway, and this guy's dressing me down, and it got no traction with me. And then the big guy's trying to calm us both down because it's starting to get into a fucking I stare, you know, what are you going to do? Because I'll tell you what I'll do. And so the big guy kind of gets it all back going in the right direction. And the guy softens up, and he goes, now at no point has anybody told me not to smoke pot on this boat. Nobody has. And the guy goes, well, perhaps if you smoked it on the top deck, I could look the other way. And I'm like, why didn't you open with that? Instead, you dress me down in front of all these people and make me look like a punk. And I said, I got to go to dinner. And I slammed the door in his face. And I was pissed. And if you want to talk to me man to man in my room, I'll own my part of it. And people vote in whether I'm right or wrong. I mean, I own my part. I was smoking pot where I wasn't supposed to. I was trying to get away with something, but that's just what I do. And so I was just figuring out the water here. And this guy just, and what was unforgivable is he did it in front of people.
That's not very nice.
And this is Cocoon 3, right? This is old people all together. It is elderly.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I'm like, I tell Angela, we got to get off this boat. And she goes, listen, the boat's in dock. It's going to be there till 7:30 the next night. So let's just walk into the town. We won't eat on the boat, which we hadn't anyway. We'll go into town, find a restaurant, have some dinner, come back, sleep, and we'll walk around the town. It's going to be here all day and decide what we're going to do. But we don't need to just walk off now. And I'm like, you're right. You're absolutely right. So we go do that. The next day we're walking around in town. Well, they had taken all the people on these buses over to Normandy. and I wasn't going to do that anyway. And we see two couples that we know, and both of them were like, "What happened?
No.
Where did you? Are you getting kicked off the boat? What was it? Drugs? Was it?" And I'm like, "Okay, we got to go because I won't get past it." And I didn't get past it anyway. I was like, "Tell me, I'll tell you, motherfucker." I'm in my bathroom by myself, just I can't let it go.
Yep.
I just know how I am. So we decided to leave, and the big guy that I liked, he sends me and her a big plate of these Belgian chocolate strawberries that might be the best thing I've ever tasted in my life, and then a bottle of wine that had no alcohol, which was thoughtful because I don't drink. And a handwritten note apologizing for the way it was handled, and
from the guy.
No,
that's the problem.
That's exactly the problem. I didn't need him to apologize. He did nothing to me.
Need the German.
He was great. Yeah. Let's
that
just
fucking guy.
Anyway, whatever his name is.
We know what his name
it was
is.
just shitty, but. And here's kind of the shitty thing. I was like, I'm not going to make this about Viking because it was whatever experience it was. It had a lot of good people working on the boat. And
that's a hard gigs too. Those people that work. Yeah. My God.
So I'm not going to go bash them because of the people, And it's a thing. I like it better than like a 7,000 people cruise, but not better than the Ritz-Carlton. So, but then I wrote a complaint about the way this was handled to Viking Cruise, and they didn't say jack shit to me, not one.
Hold on, when did you write the complaint? When you came home or as you're there?
As we're there, we write I chat GDP. I just got kicked,
and
they said, "Oh, here's what to do. Call this number. Do these things. Make sure you document it all now." And so I did all those things, and which I wouldn't have done anyway. I would have threatened to do it, but never done it.
Sure.
Because that's how I am. I'll destroy you. And I do jack shit.
I just rehearsed the confrontation in my head over and over again, and give myself cancer. So go ahead. Yeah.
So anyway, we wrote it, and I meant them no harm. I just wanted them to know what happened, I mean, we walked off the boat.
So you left the cruise.
Yeah, we did.
So you packed your bags.
4 suitcases.
Where in North?
And what's the name
Paris?
of this town again?
Yeah,
we're outside of Paris.
Okay.
And we just went up to a restaurant and sat down. And, hey, what are we going to do? But it's the world's my oyster. I'm on vacation. I have money, and we'll be fine. So we took a train back to Paris, and we found this sexy little boutique hotel.
Beautiful.
We had a swing in the room, and
a fuck swing.
Yeah, a little fuck swing.
You're a kid. What hotel is this? This is not the Ritz-Carlton.
No.
Different.
No, but
the
it's
Moulin Rouge?
5-star and not that far from Moulin Rouge, but it's a beautiful little place. What was it? La Adore. Paris La Adore.
Please look up the fuck swing. That's amazing.
Guys enter the room dick first. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet. It's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting. Like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk in a gym membership. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. There is nothing worse in this life than not being hard. Why go through life like that? I take Blue Chew like I take vitamins to start the day, just in case something might happen. Guys, this isn't about performance, this is about legacy or third leg-a-see. Give her group chat something to talk about. You know when you lay it down, they're going to talk about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use the promo code YMH at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and important safety information. And a big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Yeah. So we had a great time just walking the streets. She had never been to Paris, and we were
gorgeous.
And so we had a great time there. And then actually, when I came home, Viking did call.
Okay.
But it was just a follow-up call that they always make to people that have been. They didn't even know I had left the boat. Just this lady was like, just making sure everything was fine, and oh yeah, there it is. That's my room right there.
God bless the French.
Yeah.
They really do not give a shit. Like,
no, and I'm telling you, that's nice service. I'm sure they'll appreciate this plug, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And
they'll clean your fuck swing and everything.
They got Lysol. They got all kinds of disinfectants. They got all kinds of things.
There it is. There's your fuck swing. That's amazing.
Yeah, that was my room right there, the black one. The other one, I never saw the pink one, but there was a little balcony out there.
Look at those floors. God, the French.
Yeah.
Now, so it doesn't sound like Viking has made amends with you, Ron. Is that accurate?
Well, you know what I called that woman. That woman just left me a message saying, "Just seeing how the cruise went. You know, you may still be on it, or I don't know. Well, anyway, we're just checking on you."
Didn't even.
So
know.
I called back and I get a message, and I tell her just a short version. We walked off the cruise after 4 days, and nobody's been curious why. And I'm going to start doing podcasts next week. So why don't you guys decide how that ends? And
well, I was going to say,
still, even she didn't call back.
Oh my gosh!
And so I would suggest to Viking that they square some of that stuff off, because every once in a while somebody has a legitimate complaint. Now, I would imagine what happened was they called that captain and he wouldn't quit smoking pot in his room. Hitler or whatever.
Yes, of course.
And they go, well, if he did that, what are we going to do? You know, but I'm sure they didn't ask the nice guy that, you know, was trying to make it all right and everybody have fun. And, you know, it was a pricey little venture.
Of course.
And
you lost your money.
It doesn't. Yeah, and it doesn't matter. That didn't matter. I wasn't that big on it anyway. You know, it was not exactly my thing. And
you smoke the pot on the boat. Is that how he sounded?
A little bit.
All right. I do not appreciate your sense of humor.
The guy was probably from Australia, and I just heard it wrong. But I wasn't really listening to his words as much as his tone.
Of course.
I'm like, this guy's being aggressive with me.
I'm not going to tell the mommies what to do, because when you rally YMH listeners around a particular cause, you see results. Whatever you guys do, don't go to Twitter and don't tag. Are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Ron White. And let Viking Cruise know how rude and dismissive they were to our friend, Ron White. Do not allow him to smoke marijuana free on the boat. Okay?
You know what? If anybody would have just said that,
yeah,
you really, seriously, you cannot smoke.
You can't smoke weed on the boat. Which
I would have found a place to smoke it.
Of course, but you were told by the guy where to smoke it.
Right, and I explained to that guy. I did. I'm just doing what I'm told here. I'm just trying to find a way to get along. I'm looking for boundaries, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want trouble.
You don't want trouble.
You know, I don't want to get taken off of my frequent flyer program or my TSA and
Well, and let's be honest, it's a little bit of weed. It's not the end of the world. It's not like you're doing heroin or putting methamphetamines and selling it in the stores.
I did say something about his silly little captain hat, though. And I was trying to control myself, and you could tell Angela, because she's with HR, her jaw was dropped. She couldn't believe how he was talking to me.
Amazing.
And she knew it was going to go nowhere, because she knows me. That's not the way.
No fucking way.
Not the way.
Well, you're a real man. Have you ever gone fist to blows with a dude? Have you fought?
Not at this age.
Not that. Yeah.
That is something to just break off and fall on the ground.
That is wild that he was so disrespectful. And when I was 15, I did a carnival cruise, and a crew member gave my stepsister and I weed. So I was smoking out with the employees of the cruise ship.
Bingo.
So give me a fucking break that these people aren't getting high after work or during work or whatever.
They didn't look like a big getting high group when I met them for dinner, but they're just, some people don't want to be on those big boats with, some fat guy in a hot tub you don't know, and it ain't that appealing. And so I think it works out. My mother loved them. I mean, that's why I went it anyway.
Because your mom knew Viking Cruise Line and trusted them.
Yeah, she took the one up to Russia. And
she did? Did she like that one?
Loved it.
I don't like the Russians. I don't trust them.
I wouldn't go today.
No.
That's for sure. But this was quite a while back. The mother took that little trip. But,
Reds. Yeah, she liked it.
But then Amsterdam was.
That's the best.
I just fucking loved Amsterdam. I've been there a few times, but we stayed in a big old fat hotel, and it was great. You know, you go on those little boats and cruise around. Now they have one that's got a virtual reality thing to it. So every once in a while, they'll tell you to put on these headsets, and then you see it 400 years ago.
That's cool.
Isn't that just neat? I don't know what that experience is called, but if you can bring that up, they'd only been doing it for 3 weeks. I saw it on TikTok.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, this is great. So, and if it's all the way around too. So if you all the way back, you see a dude with a pole pushing this thing, and his dog's in the front.
Nice.
Rembrandt's over there. Hey, and he has some little jokes about.
And then dudes pissing into the canal. They love to pee.
Taking a shit on the sandwich and throwing that in there. Right.
They love that in Amsterdam.
Shit sandwich.
A shit sandwich. Oh, I love it. You know what I like? And we just went to Amsterdam.
Golly, man, nobody's this good at my shop.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't have a shop. That's it.
What was I going to say? Oh, they have boats on the canal that people live on. Did you see those?
Oh, yeah, all over the place.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That would be fun, huh?
Yeah, that's a big Airbnb
that.
hustle, too. I mean, they rent a lot of those out. But I thought about doing it, and I thought about what if it's all mildewy, you know?
Oh, it's full of jizz, too. Just like comedy condos where just guys come on everything.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't even eat the mayonnaise in the leftover from the week before.
Listen, I know you're just on vacation. What do you think about this? Have you done this? This is in Brazil.
Calma aí. Vou voltar em você. Olha pra câmera.
Look at this woman.
Does she die later in this?
One only hopes. I wish we could see. I was waiting for her to fall. Can you imagine?
That would make a splat noise.
Let's see this. Let me read this says, this woman is visiting a very popular tourist attraction in Brazil known as whatever in Rio. She decided to climb down to a restricted zone where you need an experienced guide and proper equipment. She was not injured, but the video became viral after viewers reported this as dangerous and irresponsible.
But she just wanted it to go viral, right? And it did. So bingo.
She won. You can't live alone, Ron. Are you going to get married again?
I don't know.
Think? How many times have you been married so far?
I'm not sure. If you count that tall girl, what was her name?
The tall girl.
Yeah, real tall. Beth or I can't think of her name, but that was real brief, and I don't know, 3 or 4, something like that.
3 or 4 at this point. Oh wow, you got to do prenups now, right? You've got to be doing that.
Well, you know, absolutely, but you know, there was a prenup on the last one, and not my last girlfriend, but the last girl I was actually with, and that prenup didn't mean shit.
Seriously, what state did you get divorced in?
Well, it's real complicated. We got divorced in California.
That's why.
But there was anyway. It's a long.
Sounds like a good story.
Half an hour. You know, we were gonna get a prenup, and I spent a lot of money on this wedding in Dallas, which is where she was from, and 250 or 350 people. Rented an entire hotel with a French restaurant and a 19-piece band from New York, and it was but when we got there, she hadn't signed those papers.
Shut up! So you're telling me she shows up to the wedding
a couple of days before. So we go down. I'm like, hey, we got to get this. It won't be valid. It's got to be done before that, her lawyer, my lawyer. So I'm like, okay. Well, we got 350 people coming tomorrow, you know, so we're not going to, we'll just go ahead and do this, but we're not going to sign these. We're not going to sign a marriage license. There's no marriage license.
Smart.
And we didn't live in Texas. And in California, there's no common law. You can live with somebody 100 years.
Is that right?
Yeah, but if you don't have a contract with them, if you do have a contract, you got a contract, but if you don't, you don't.
It explains how my dad got away with living with broads for so long.
Yeah.
Not marrying them.
And so So then we ended up getting a divorce. And
wait, hold on. Back it up. So she shows up. She hasn't signed these papers yet.
Yeah.
Why is she telling you the reason? She's like, is she giving you the whole, well, we're going to be together forever, so why sign these papers? I love you. We love each other.
I don't think she liked the numbers on it.
Oh, okay.
And she didn't really talk a lot about it. Anyway, she was an entertainer also, and I was pretty crushed out on her, but I'd been beat up in court before, so by brutal divorce attorneys. Everything has gotten better in the world except divorce attorneys, and it's 1860, and they got you in an alley beating your ass with a stick, and there's nothing you can do about it except fucking pay them, and love them. And so I said, okay, we're going to have basically a mock wedding. We're going to go through all this stuff. We had an aerialist.
No, what's that?
An aerialist.
What is that?
It's like somebody at a Madonna show that
bring that shit
wraps
up.
around in
that fucking thread.
ribbons.
That's so hard to do. Wow, these broads have strong thighs. I could never do this. Okay,
well, it was a chick, and she toured with the Broadway show, so these were just some of the dancers that were in the show.
That's 6 figures at least.
She was a singer, so it's that party?
The aerial dancer. That's expensive.
She was free.
Oh, she was free. Okay.
Yeah, she was a friend, and why we had her? I mean, I saw a 40-foot boom when I walked in this room. I'm like, we don't need a 40-foot boom. And I mean, it made this movie that all showed up in court. That was all it was for. It was for court. And anyway. And so we go through the procedure of it. We have dancers. We have, and all I was supposed to do was to write my vows and learn how to cha-cha. And so 30 minutes before the wedding, I'm like,
yeah.
And so anyway, we have the life and living in Montecito, and we decided to get a divorce. And
how long did you stay together before you decided to divorce?
That was from that point on. We were together for quite a while, for 8 or 9 years.
Oh, that's a good one.
And but 3 years we were after that ceremony. So I don't think she understood there was no common law marriage in California. That's what I think, and because I was surprised to find out. And I didn't know it either. But once I found out, I wasn't going to chump her. I said, I'll give you this amount of money by Friday, and you don't have to ever work again. And she's like, ooh, no, I want way more than that. I want a lot of money.
Hold on. Wait, what point is this at the divorce she's saying that to you?
Yeah, right after I tell her that I'm gone.
So she never signs the papers?
Which ones?
The initial prenup papers. Does she ever sign them?
No, she never signs them, but there's no marriage license either,
okay,
and
so
we
it's
don't
not
live
valid.
in Texas. So anyway, they convinced this fucking California judge who did not like me that because we came to Texas on a tour bus with 2 bathrooms, that's a home.
No.
And so we technically did live in Texas, and which is all complete and total bullshit. I mean, my assistant, she goes, well, technically, guess I'm married to the bass player from Poison.
Right.
I hopped on that bus for a few days, and I mean, it was just a horrible decision. And then it went into. So, but anyway, yeah, there'll be something that recognizes what's happened already, and to whatever. So I mean, that's just a fact of nature. And then I hope it works. I mean, I hope the relationship works.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm just, I really am getting old, and I don't want to get old by myself. And I love women, I really do. And
I believe you. A lot of male comics, I think, hated their mommies, and so
I love my mom.
Oh, you loved your mother.
Yeah.
I know. And you know something? I would never make you learn the cha-cha before the stupid wedding. I'll never do that.
Yeah.
Do that to you.
Well, it was a big part. It was a lot of
stupid. Don't you hate when people do that stupid shit?
Oh, I got mad. I was
dances.
mad at the whole thing, because her and her sister were doing it, and I gave them a budget, And boy, they blow that out of the water. And I'm walking around looking at this stuff going, I should ask more questions, as I go through life.
Yeah.
And see what's going on. Now, it was fun, and I love the pictures from it because a lot of my friends are dead, and, I can go back and look at them, and, and we were all younger and prettier, and, but I was nuts about all of them at one time, but I was sure nuts about her. Great singer. You never know what life's going to bring.
You never know. That's the fuckery of it all, right? You can't. The human heart. We can't help ourselves.
It wants what it wants, and so it was. It was funny because I was dating her brother. I wasn't dating her brother. Her brother's a really good friend of mine, and I'd known her forever. So I knew her whole family, and he didn't like it. He didn't like it one bit. And I was talking to Charlie Baracola, who's a comic out of North Carolina, and he goes, "I'll hold my sister down and let you fuck her if you'll give me Alex's dates." Okay, that's the funniest thing I've heard this year.
Jesus Christ. Well, look, I hope that this girlfriend is wife number 5 and that she takes care of you in your old age, because you don't want this type of shit to happen.
Whoa. Oh, what exploded?
I don't know. Let's see that.
It didn't even look like that dangerous thing she was doing. Is she dead?
She's heating up a canteen?
Oh, she's that had some blast force. That set her back a little bit.
What is she doing there? Do you guys know?
It looks like a jar of pasta sauce or something, like a glass.
Oh, she's canning. Shit. She's canning whatever. She's canning.
Right. For the winter.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. Yeah, it's splattered everywhere too. I imagine the glass is everywhere. That's kind of cool, right? What do you think? Is that funny or is sad?
That? Fucking hilarious. I mean, look at that. You can tell it wasn't staged. Look at all the sauce all the way up the cabinet and on the ceiling.
It's amazing. Here, look at this. Did you see this one? This took place in Amsterdam, speaking of. Oh my God. It's so...
Hanno atteso l'uscita del personaggio
Was that a special chair that they weren't supposed to sit in?
Hold on, I'll read it to you right now. That's what you guys did when you got off your Viking cruise. That's Ron White and his girlfriend.
Boom.
Okay. Tourists are unnamed. The artist is Nicola Bolla, who was inspired by Van Gogh to create this piece. The chair was covered in hundreds of Swarovski crystals, and as the tourist went to pose for a picture, he fell back and broke the chair. The tourist later fled the museum. Oh, no, this took place in Italy.
I think they could have caught him. He didn't look like he was going to fled too fast. Do you think he was?
Fuck no. They didn't catch it. Look at that. Dude, you know what's so stupid? I could totally see myself doing something this stupid.
You could?
For fucking sure. You know what I'm saying? Like you and me walking through the museum, we're a little loose, we're having some laughs, and I'm like, hey, Ron, watch this. I'm going to fucking sit on the chair, dude.
Crunch. Let's get out of here.
It's so fun. All right, what about... Oh, where is this? This one's cool. Speaking of fatzos.
Does your belly touch your steering wheel while you're driving? In the center of the steering wheel, there's an airbag, which may explode in your direction in order to protect you if you're in an accident. But if you're sitting too close, it could actually really hurt you. It's your favorite fat queer automotive educator, and some steering wheels can be adjusted. They're typically called telescopic steering wheels. Adjust the steering wheel and seat to find a position that's safe to drive in with as much distance.
What are you feeling?
If she lost weight, she wouldn't have anywhere to stick her cell phone while she was while she was driving. Every once in a while when I was bigger, I would use my fat roll as just a place to stick something for a minute, like the cap of a pen, stick it in a fat roll. She could store some stuff in this, but if she lost a lot of weight, she'd be like, I don't know what to do with this bottle cap.
You need pockets and stuff, and they don't put pockets in women's clothing. When I had huge tits, I used to store stuff on top of my tit shelf, like when I'd be eating, because it was so big, and I could rest stuff on my tits. Or I
like an otter.
Exactly like an otter.
You just sit there and just crack shells and eat them with your little hands.
It was perfect. Yeah, there she goes, fatso. Oh, there I am. There's me eating my snacks.
Except it's Ruffles.
That's Ruffles. Yeah, I like Ruffles. There you go. Here, is this what you do in your house when you're alone?
Well, he's kind of a nimble little minx, isn't he? I mean, I couldn't do that.
No.
There's a little bit of whip in that.
No. Listen to him breathing, too.
Yeah. I think about 45 seconds would be the distance for him, right? That'd be about the end of it.
Well, I'm always amazed when I see really fat people that are in shape. Like, I don't get it. Like, why are they still fat? If he can do that shit for hours, like, what's the deal?
Yeah, I saw a fat drummer the other day. I'm like, how do you... It's such an active thing to do. And he was so good, he had to do it all the time to be good at something like, that. And I guess just
eat too much.
Chomp.
That's the problem. That's why I liked being on the Ozempis, is because I wouldn't chomp. But then again, I wouldn't exercise either. And I wouldn't take a shit. That's the trifecta problem with the Ozempis. Can't take a shit.
Yeah, I struggle. I'm on Ozempic.
Do you shit?
I can get pretty packed up, but I got another product. I got a shelf full of shit I got to take just to keep it all moving and going. And
yeah, man.
And but then I swear I've never looked this bad before. It's something about I look like Willie Nelson. I look like I'm 91 years old, and I'm not very old. 68.
That's the fun part about aging is you think you look great, and then you catch yourself in a monitor or a clip of yourself, and you're like, oh
Jesus
my
Christ,
God!
Oh, why does anybody fuck me ever?
Does anybody love me? I'm so fucking unlovable. Ugh, horrible. All right. Oh, I was gonna say, have you done this with chicks? Since you're a pretty experienced lover, I don't know if you've ever done this.
No, but I would.
It's energy sex.
Do you have to have him come over and do it, or are they teaching other people how to do it? I mean, because I think my girlfriend and I are quite active.
Yeah.
And,
I imagine you require a lot of sexual activity.
Well,
that's when I'm a little nervous when I marry you after Tom dies. I'm not so sure I can keep up with your needs.
I like to bang. I tell you what, I do. And so you'll have to, bite a piece of wood or whatever it's
Bite a piece of wood? Could you buy me a strap or something?
No,
wood? Come on.
Well, it depends on how you do in the divorce. Oh, Tom's dead. You have it all. You have it all.
I don't need your money.
Oh,
Come
that's
on.
right.
This is a love match now. I don't need your shit. I got my own shit. Wait, now how many are you banging every day? Walk me through your needs.
And
that's just the beginning.
She's gonna kill me for even saying this.
She's not listening to this. She can't. She's not listening. She doesn't know who the show is.
Yeah, nobody is except a couple of mommies and at least twice a day, and some days 3 times a day.
For how long? Okay, this is the beginning of your relationship, so that's when it's hot.
Yeah, right.
I get that. Now, are you telling me
I'm talking about yesterday?
Sure, but like in 5 years from now, is it still going to be 3 times a day?
No, I mean, it won't.
God.
But for those first few years, you know, you're going to have to bite the wood. And I don't mean give bad head either. And
okay, so I have to. We got to do everything. Everything's on the table with you, or
anal,
what? Anal.
Yeah.
Buddy,
you just made a horse noise.
I know. You're stressing me out.
You sound like a
I'm
pony.
sweating already. I don't know if I could do that.
No, nothing's on the table. Whatever you want to do.
Anal. I can't do anal. I can't do anal. Hold on. Tom wants to chime in. Hold on. He's calling in.
Why don't you show him your tits right now? You need me here. That's what you need. You need me here.
Oh, my God.
That's the fuck was that? I think that's good podcasting.
It's my husband telling me I'm doing a bad job.
No wonder you like me so much. I'm nicer to you.
I know. He's so hurtful. Anal. Wow. Okay. Every day, anal? No. That's a sometimes treat, right?
Birthdays and anniversaries.
Oh, that's a nothing burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking. You got any weird kinks
Just
I got to know about?
Bite the wood. They've got Novocaine, I think, for something. I don't know.
Here, listen. I don't know if you like this place.
You have nothing to lose when you come to Cracker Barrel, but everything to gain. There's so many things you can gain from Cracker Barrel. Great food, great hospitality heroes, great ambassadors, great managers who will be there for every need you have. So remember, you can never go wrong when you go to Cracker Barrel. Make Cracker Barrel your dining choice. It's America's #1 choice. Go to Cracker Barrel and celebrate. You can't go wrong.
Well, has he convinced you?
Well, I didn't really need convincing because early in my road days, when Cracker Barrel was new, and there weren't very many of them, they were. I mean, they're still a good fucking breakfast.
So fucking good.
Yeah, and but even back then, it seemed like it was just Waffle House, which I like.
Yeah, I like Waffle House.
And but I would see I wouldn't know they were coming because I didn't know where they were. You know, I'm just out on the road going to Hillsborough, some state.
Yeah.
And they were mostly in Tennessee, I think. And I was like, oh, I remember one time I'd just eaten the shitty meal and I saw a Cracker Barrel sign. I threw up in the bathroom and went in there so I could eat again. And I didn't have a lot of money.
That?
I had no money, but yeah, I did.
Because you wanted to eat a proper meal.
I wanted to eat that Cracker Barrel, that breakfast sausage, that hash browns with the cheese.
Bro.
I mean, I'm a walking commercial.
It seems like there's not enough hours in a day, but I want to let you know one thing. There's enough hours to go to Cracker Barrel. You can go to Cracker Barrel any time of day. At 7 o'clock we open. We have great breakfast, dinner, and lunch. We have so many great desserts.
We have a puking booth.
And if you want to find something,
you're like the Greeks. That's what the Greeks would do. The vomitoriums. They enjoyed eating so much that they would eat, puke, and then eat again. Now, if I didn't have,
they wouldn't eat puke. They would eat. comma, puke.
Eat vomit. Children.
And then start over.
And then fuck yeah. So that's always been my fantasy. If I didn't have a puke phobia, because sometimes you eat a meal on the road and you're so fucking angry that you consumed that, you're so disgusted and you're like, God damn it. I've wanted to do that, to vomit and then go somewhere good, but you've lived my dream.
Yeah, in a gas station bathroom. I lived your dream.
Live small.
Of throwing it. But I tell you what they did do.
Sure.
I was in, because we stop at them all the time, tour bus, room for the bus out back, and my crew. But this time it was just me and my bus driver for some reason, and they came in and they handed me a ticket with 0 written on it, and they said, we have a policy, when entertainers come, we pick up their tab. And then they handed my bus driver a bill for $14, and I'm like, what is this, like a Feed the Rich program?
I know, that's not cool.
We've decided who really doesn't need it the most.
I know.
And just give them some food. Well, what a weird way to be, That
is true. When I was poor, companies weren't sending me boxes of cosmetics.
Nobody
and stuff.
gets free shit like rich people.
I know.
And the first time I heard somebody say that, it was Jeff Foxworthy's brother, as Jeff was unwrapping a brand new hunting rifle that would have been $3,000 that his brother could have never dreamed of, of getting. But it's true.
I know.
The stuff they send Rogan, man, you could open a store and live like a king, just reselling his stuff that he genuinely doesn't want. You know?
I mean, I try to be. I give stuff away a lot to people. You know, try to be cognizant of that. Oh, but then some people are so good at sending swag. Do you know who Mr. Beast is? The famous YouTuber.
That gives away money, and
he gives away money, and my kids absolutely love Mr. Beast. So shout out to Mr. Beast because he will send us boxes of the Feastables and all that stuff, and my kids just go nuts.
Oh, and nobody needs more than your children.
They're so poor and
oh wow,
unfortunate children. Yeah. So, but that's cool, right? Hold on, I have to show you one more thing. I'm so excited about this. Have you heard about?
Now, what
sure,
made
baby.
you think? What is this guy entering a contest of who can say the most nice shit about? About Cracker Barrel? Is that what that was? Because that wasn't a professional commercial of any kind.
No, but here's the thing: does he work there because he's got the apron and the colors on?
Is one of the stars falling off? I don't understand. Or is that all? That's all part of the apron. I thought he was holding a mug.
It's so funny.
But okay, I got it. I understand it all now.
I love Cracker Barrel. And then they sell you the Christmas ornaments and all the shit in the store, and it's so good. Can't go wrong.
And they've always got a really good root beer in that ice by the right by the podium, little preacher stand. And
good shit. I like the tchotchkes too, on the wall. You know.
I used to rent books from them because you could rent books on tape and then play them on your way to the next Cracker Barrel and then turn them in and get a new book.
Stop it.
For like $3 or something. Yeah, no, that was my whole existence. I had a big custom van and I was just, my son was like 2.5 and he's in a play school car seat right next to me. I fought for joint custody, but I mean, there are times you don't need 50, percent, because I was so shocked that they just gave them to me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, here you
Very
go,
rare.
2.5-year-old baby. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I've been gone for 2.5 years that he got to be 2.5.
Wow.
And, but we made it fine. I would take him to comedy clubs and hand him to a waitress and just, don't give him any beer. I'll be back in 45 minutes.
That's amazing.
That's just, he actually, one time he goes, he was about 4. And, so we've been doing it for a while. And, we're at this club and I said, okay, we got to go to the club. And he goes, Dad, because every once in a while it was cute to bring him on stage and get some laughs. And he goes, I want to go to the club, but I don't want to go on the stage. I just want to sit in the green room. And I said, this club doesn't have a green room. And he goes, oh, it's a funny bone.
He fucking knew.
Yeah.
Wowzer. Wow.
He was already club hip.
That's so funny.
It's a funny bone.
That's true. You'd have to sit in like the office of the manager or something.
Yeah.
That fucking sucked.
Yeah,
or like
nothing new stapler to play with. Here, give him a stapler.
Poor servers are having to go around you to get into the showroom and stuff.
Everybody's in the way at the comedy club.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, my kids haven't done. I've showed them the inside of Mothership a little, but we've seen Tom when he'll do big venues like arenas, and we'll let them do the sound check where they like scream into the mic, and that's pretty cool. But that's special, though. I think that's really unique because it becomes normal for them. Because the kids don't even care that we're whatever doing what we do.
Yeah,
they don't give a shit. They just want you to
Right.
love them.
That's all. That's all.
They don't think we're special.
And my son and I, well, we're really close.
He's awesome. He turned out great, by the way.
Wonderful, wonderful human being. My favorite person, and we're all still friends. His mom lives in Bastrop, and and her husband, who's one of my favorite people in the world. That's a big component of your life is who's that stepdad going to end up being, and that contest I fucking won.
That's
because
great.
It couldn't have been somebody better than him. So I've always been real grateful, real careful with those relationships.
Did your mother get remarried?
She did, and she was remarried for a long, long time. I mean, for I think like 30 years before he died, and then she just passed a year and a half ago.
I remember. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you liked her a lot. You loved her.
So sad.
I know, buddy.
So sad. But, you know, it's what you lose is part of your memory, you know. And, you know, finding somebody that gives a fuck about your story, you know, besides your, you know, your mother. So that was, and my father died really young, so 51.
He did? Well, how did he die?
He had all kinds of big health problems. He worked in a carbon black plant in the panhandle of Texas. That every day he'd come home just covered from head to toe with just this black powder.
That's fucking wild, dude.
And I'm sure it wasn't very good for you. And,
no.
And so, but you know, and his dad died at 61, so I'm 68. So, which sounds kind of old when you start talking about their numbers, you know. But so far, I've outlived them all, and I feel great.
I was going to say, you've got like the lottery of genetics. Then that's pretty great.
Yeah, mother was almost 90 and 89 when she passed. So, you know, that's not too bad.
That's awesome.
You know, I have a few summers left.
Yes.
You know, that I'm maybe mobile or whatever. So I'm having a good time. I still love doing stand up more than ever, I think. And I think I'm better at it. Than I was. And I was always pretty good at it. But it just seems different now. You know, just having fun down at the mothership, and I don't do that back-breaking road stuff that Tom's doing. I did that for a long, long time. 140 cities, you know, and so I always did that because I thought it was going to end. You know, because that's what these things do, right?
Of
they
course.
come to a fucking screeching halt, and nobody gives a fiddler's fuck about you anymore. But for some reason, it just didn't. It just didn't quit, you know. And
babe, it's not for some reason. It's because you are, you know, you've always been masterful. Okay, I'm gonna blow smoke up your skirt a little bit.
I love smoke.
I know you do. But I
was setting you up.
I love you so much. I would study you when you know, for many years I would just watch your old stand up and just watch your stillness. My God, I think you are the master at stillness. You know, you hold your cigar, back in the day, the whiskey glass, and you just set it up and you let the fucking pin out, and then boom. And it's really hard to cultivate that confidence and stillness. And I remember one time, I don't know if you remember, you said this to me in the green room. You go, Christina, if you're doing bad, slow down. If you're doing good, slow down. And that has stuck with me. You told me that maybe like 2 years ago, and I always remember it. How the fuck were you this confident and still?
You know, I've been doing this for 38 years, and I found out. I was talking about this, oddly enough, in the green room last night. Because sometimes I'm Father Time up there, and the young'uns that gather around, and I'll tell them stories by the fire. And, but I had I put on a character more early in my career, just because I didn't know. You know, I thought I'll sound like, you know, Brother Luther, whatever the fuck, you know, with a thicker accent. Like this isn't enough. And I just found over time that the closer I got to who I really am, the more they responded to what I had to say. And because anything that's not true to your nature is not interesting to me, but the absolute truth is very interesting. If you can get to it, if you can actually be who you really are. And so I'm Ron White over here. I just walk over here, and I'm just, if I can do that, and it's so hard just to let it all go and just be yourself. Now, at the same time, I'm doing a very planned show, right? So it looks like I'm just out there chatting because I deliver it like I'm talking to one person.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yes, that is the essence of it too.
And,
that's the brilliance. Yep.
So, and also, I don't know another way to do it.
Mm.
You know, I couldn't do what other comics do, but if I tried to, it would for sure be uninteresting because it wouldn't be my nature.
Mm-hmm.
And not that everything I say is true, not that anything I say is true, but I don't put on any pretense that I'm something other than what I am, basically, morally, actively, whatever, And quite frankly, I'm okay with it. And so I like myself fine.
Well, and just, so people do, I've gotten to know you a little bit personally in the last few years, and you are fantastic. You are actually, if you think he's cool on stage, he's even cooler off stage. Like, and I just think you're fantastic. But you're right. And you know what I love best about watching your act is what a degenerate you are on stage. But it's hard for men to do it without coming across as gross or creepy, and you don't skeeve women out. It's almost endearing. You're like, oh, isn't that funny that he's a pervert? Like, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
This guy's a total pervert. I love him. It makes somebody like you more. That's a real skill.
Yeah, the closing joke is horrible. I mean, it's a horrible visual, and and people just laugh at it like it's a regular joke, and women and men, and they're like, oh, it's so funny that he ass raped a 70-year-old woman while he was wearing skates or whatever.
Yeah,
it's an awful visual, and but boy, I get away with it. I don't, and that's the
best.
I don't know why but I think that even before that, I do say in my show that I love women my age, and I do. I find them interesting, and we like the same music, and
right.
And even Angela, I thought was too young for me, and but she's. There we go. She's. I mean, what a catch.
Ron, do you like goth music?
Golf.
Goth music.
Goth.
You ever goth? Goth.
Goth.
You ever listen to The Cure? Bauhaus.
I know some Cure songs probably.
Okay. That'll qualify. Listen, I am so grateful that you're here. Do you have something to plug? What are you doing? You're on the road. That's
hey, can you pull up the poster for that? Just out of curiosity.
I didn't even get to use my new fart mic this episode.
An Austin artist did that.
That's awesome.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah, I'm sad I couldn't do this. I got my surgery we record these things out of time, and I'm getting my boobs reconstructed very soon. So that's why we're doing all these episodes. I'm excited. Next time you see me, I'll have a whole new rack. I'll have a tummy tuck.
Are they going to use some your fat?
Use your belly fat to make tits, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. Thank God, right? I want tiny little French girl tits, not the big sloppers I had before.
Oh, you're going to be like 10 pounds lighter, right? You're going to be faster. You're going to be climbing trees.
Lighter. Still won't do anal. Okay. Also, check out the YMH merch store. We have so many items on sale right now. They're not going to last forever, guys. Once these are sold, we're not going to reprint them. So go ahead, check it out, try it out. Buy my lipsticks. I'm wearing a shade right now that I will be selling very soon in the coming months. And anything else, Ronway? Any closing thoughts?
Just maybe a little bit about because of the flood, the reconstruction of the flood.
Yes.
I went down there the day before my vacation. I drove out to Hunt and to Ground Zero, right where Camp Mystic was, and don't. You will not be ready for what you see, and so that is going on, and it'll be going on for a long time. They're digging up cars that are 15 feet under gravel in this riverbed, and so encourage the people that are actually trying to physically help to continue to help, because it's going to be here for a long time, and a lot of them are volunteers. And so and you can stop the blame game. I'm telling you, I know what happened in this storm, and it's nobody's fault. And if it happened again, that would happen again, no matter what we did. So anyway, let it go. Find a way to help. And
Ron's got a phone call. We got to go. Donate money here, Kerr County Flood Relief Fund. And yeah, not a positive way to end the show.
No, it is. Let's let it be.
Why don't we do that? Well, hold on. Okay. You know what? Let's go back to here. Let's go back here.
You have nothing to lose when you come to Cracker Barrel.